podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All them beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing. Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling up. Chicago, we in here.
Bang, bang.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs. Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo, but that's okay. When Ring Walk gets here, we'll do our thing. Till then, we are here to discuss the latest comments of Teofimo Lopez Sr. saying that he isn't going to allow his son to face Regis Prograis because, and I quote, there's no money in that fight. Which is unfortunate, man. You know, Regis's career, I've been lucky enough to have followed it from the beginning, and he's pretty much an Andrade, Demetrius Andrade. And you know, he might have gotten one or two better opportunities, or, you know, his career is slightly better than Andre, but they've pretty much been in that same position all their life, you know, calling for the big fights, wanting the big names, but always giving excuses as to why they can't fight. It's truly unfortunate because this is a good fight with Teo. This is something that we would want to see, and for Teo, this would make him a two-time champion. But according to the father and the quotes and all the reports that are out there, excuse me, Teo and his father look like they want to go the WBO route. While Teo had us believe that it was strategic of him to say what he said on air, to give us something to talk about, is what he said afterwards, right? He came out and said, no, I did that purposely to give you guys something to talk about. That being said, you know, that's when he showed a moment of vulnerability, questioning himself, and we started to question him. But this next statement from his father, it makes it true. Or at least it makes that moment more realistic and not some sort of charade, because according to Teofimo Sr., he says, and I quote, there ain't no money in that fight. Exactly, bro. Why are we going to fight Regis Prograis when we ain't going to get the money that we supposed to get? That's what people don't understand, bro. We want to fight for Top Rank and be on ESPN and fight with that network so that we can get what everyone is chasing, money and belts. There is a belt on the line. Okay, moving forward, he says the belts are going to come. That they are. Open quote. We are getting Josh Teller like in July, but I told Bob Arum, Bob, we not fighting Josh Teller unless you give us a fight before July. So I'll stop there and go back to Teo in the ring questioning himself, do I still got it? Then he sees that became, a media frenzy, right? Like we ran away with that. And what happened was we started to question Teo. He comes out, says it's fake. I did that strategically, but now is asking for a tune-up. We not fighting Josh Teller. He says, where we at? We not fighting Josh Teller like in July, but I told Bob we're not fighting Josh Teller unless you give us a fight before July. So they want a tune-up, which means they understood they didn't look good in the Sandor Martin fight, which is okay. We all thought the same. You're the only one that denied it. So get the tune-up. But say that. Say, look, man, I had a rough fight with Sandor. We didn't look as expected. We're going to get another one. If Regis is still available, we'll go that route. If not, we got the Josh Teller route. Don't start making fake excuses. Your son comes out and he talking about how Regis is attached to XYZ and, playing Blues Clues and shit. You not a fucking detective? Then you come out saying ain't no money in the fight. Since when there ain't no money in a WBC belt? Since when? Like, bro, just say the truth. I don't understand when boxing became like, I gotta lie. I gotta lie to keep my fans. They can't know I'm human. Like, what the hell? I don't get it, man. But look, we're here discussing the quotes of Teofimo Sr., and, definitely doubling down that they will not be fighting Regis. They're going the Josh Teller route, assuming they can get a July or before July tune-up. So I think that could be our first poll. If maybe you guys can recommend some possible opponents, maybe that is the poll, right? Like, who should Teo face as a tune-up before Taylor or Regis? And I'm still being a nice guy. I'm still saying he may fight Regis after a tune-up, even though they've already said they don't want Regis, even though they've already said they don't want to work with the company he's promoted by, even though they already said there's no money in that fight, and even though they already said they want to go to the WBO route. I will still leave it open just in case they come to their senses. I got a $10 super chat from Optimus Prime early in the morning. Shout out to you for rocking out with us.
The champ is here.
He says, I remember when Teo used to say he's not chasing the money, just legacy. Now his dad is saying he's turning down championship fights for money. Laugh out loud. I wouldn't have ended that statement with laugh out loud only because we seen Teo come out and say he was broke. Say that, he made X amount of money and they took X amount of money. We know he's going through something in his personal life with his wife, which as of a divorced man, I know it's not easy to go through a divorce. So I'm not going to get involved in him wanting to make a little extra scratch. I'm just mad that you are making excuses about why you don't want this fight. It isn't about money. Probellum obviously has money. It's not about money. this fight was enticing enough for Marv Nation to spend 2.4 when it was Cepeda. I'm not getting it. Jake Donovan from Boxing Scene, respected writer, came out and said the 35% that Tio's dad claims they would get only comes into play in a purse bid situation. So Probellum, Richard Schaefer could sit down with Top Rank and they can come to some sort of agreement. But we have to respect that the champion is the champion. And the champion deserves the lion's share. You don't step in as a challenger coming off of a controversial loss win and expect to demand more than the champion. It's insane. I wish Regis hears me this fine morning and just forgets this shit. Fight Isaac Cruz. I seen the quotes about him saying that he believes Isaac would be a great fight. So send him an offer. He ain't got nothing to do with Tio. Like, you know, Regis is still talking to Tio shit. Like, just yesterday he posted something that I want to share with you guys. And obviously, it's funny. So, you know, it helps. But, I don't know. You could be posting this and also sending an offer, you know. Maybe he did send an offer too. I do have to say that. You know, he probably posted this great tweet and his team also sent an offer. Not sure. Being optimistic though. Being optimistic, you know, that he's covering all his angles. But let me give you this screen share. And this is Regis's latest tweet. And as you can see, he says, Jose Ramirez and Teofimo Lopez running from me. Which is true. Two dudes claim it ain't enough money to fight Regis. Two dudes. 21,000 views. 21,000 of you guys have already seen this. And he's just got these ducks running back and forth. And he's calling them Tio and Jose Ramirez. So, you know, Regis is doing his thing. You know, you got former ESPN writer. Damn, did I not save the tweet? Fucker. Oh, yes, I did. So we got former ESPN writer, Max boxing writer, respected writer in the sport as well. I know maybe not everyone agrees, but I respect Kim. Steve Kim, that is. And he tells, and honestly, this tweet, I love it because, you know, if you listen to this show, you know I fucking say this all the time. So let me screen share. And Steve Kim, formerly of ESPN, says, it's clear Regis Prograis needs to go to Fresno on March 25th, the way Clubber Lang went to Rocky Balboa's statue ceremony in Rocky 3 and raise ruckus. Diplomacy will not work here. It's time to shame people. Hashtag boxing. And I've been saying that. And maybe that's why I'm definitely into his tweet, right? Because, you know, Rocky made us believe early. So many fighters come out to the Rocky movie theme song. Clubber Lang is iconic. We can't wait for, you know, the son of Clubber and fucking Creed or some shit. And he had it right, bro. You look at Mayorga. He attacked Mosley's woman. He got the fight. I know maybe that is a little bad of a comparison metaphor because that pretty much seems staged. But hey, he got the fight. I'm going to look like a historian. My Latino brethren, Duran, he fucked with Ray Leonard's wife. He got in his head. Clubber Lang. He said, what was his quote? Like, meet me at a room or some shit and I'll show you a real man. He got in Rocky's head. And I know it shouldn't have to come to this, but like this is where we're at. This is the world we live in, where grown ass men tell you that titles don't matter anymore. Tell you that they can't feed their kids belts. So it's like, cool, we gotta shame you then, because if it's only about money, we're gonna have to test your gangster. We're gonna have to test your level of your energy and your level of like thoroughness. I don't know. I mean, how else can we get these fights? You talking about Regis Prograis being turned down by Jose Ramirez, which is a unified champion. These things are unheard of. Usually, former champs jump at the opportunity to fight for another title so they could become multiple-time champion. I've never seen a unified former champ say, I don't want to fight for a belt. Tio was also unified with 3 belts, and he don't want to fight for a belt. My man was franchised, for God's sakes. Like, and you don't want to fight for this WBC? None of this makes sense. So, we're just trying to make sense of it. I was sent a poll, and these are horrible names. Horrible names. But okay. I don't know where Brandon, my producer, got these names from, but who should Tio, and I swear, is Two-Tone there? I swear I watched the video the other day with Two-Tone, and I don't know if it's his accent or is he purposely trolling, but it almost sounds like he's saying Teofimo. Just saying. Who should Teofimo face as a tune-up before Regis? We still gonna throw him in there, or Teller, which at this point makes no sense to be talking about. Isn't Teller like injured again? Like, Teller clearly is a man on a mission, and at this point, I think he needs to walk away from that fight. He's losing so much time on his career trying to right the wrong, as Deontay Wilder would say, but he's wasting time. He's wasting time from his career, and I think he's now injured, and the fight has to be rescheduled again. It's just walk away. Walk away. You gave up so many belts to try to do this. Just walk away, man. It's bad at this point, in my opinion. Leave it alone. Visit that shit later. But because I said tune-up, which I did, based off of the father's verbiage in the quotes, my producer's given me names that aren't superstars. So we got, and these are disgusting. I don't even know where, like, are these top-ranked names only? Like, what made you give me these? I'm so lost. There's only one name there that's decent that I highly doubt he's taken, because it's another tough fight. It's another, oh my God, he put Dakota Linga. OMG. Like, I don't think he would fight. I think he would probably walk away from Top Rank if they offered him Dakota. You cannot. Yo, you're a unified champ. Like, I don't know. Like, look at AJ. He's fighting fucking Jermaine Franklin off of 2 losses. Like, when you're up here, you can't just go down there. What the fuck? Dakota is like journeyman. He's not even chop journeyman status. He's like a dude that learned how to fight. Like, probably is like some sort of geek squad during the day. Like, this guy's crazy. Yo, y'all disrespectful, but all right. Then they put Anthony Yiggett. Are these even top-ranked names, or what are these, top-ranked friendlies? I'm going to put this out there to see what the people say, but I don't even think the hardcores know these fucking names. The only one there that they know is Kenneth Sims, and they going to go to that because Kenneth got skills, but I don't think they taking that fight. If they saying it ain't no money in the Regis Prograis fight with a belt on the line, why the hell would they fight a technically more what's the right word to hear? Just he's technically more sound than Regis. Like Regis has his own style. I'm not saying Regis isn't skillful. That's not. I'm just saying Kenneth mechanically is like yoga. You know, he's doing everything correct with the body language. Obviously, yoga, did everything correct and still got pummeled by Bacoli. I'm just saying the mechanics. Understand what I'm saying? Hopefully, you don't get lost in that. I'm not saying Kenneth is more skilled than Regis. Just the way he throws the punches, he looks more of a technical fighter, if that can make any sense. If not, hey. But I am here taking calls. They're saying Blog Talk sounds crazy again. Not really understanding why. Yeah, I don't know. Everything on my end seems to be well. It might be, again, a software issue. They did come out with a new firmware for this new mixer, but I haven't had the time. You know what I'm saying? But if you're on Twitter Spaces, go ahead and request to speak. We do have Discord open, and it looks like we got King Brio. What up? King Brio. Canna, let me get a check-in as I go to Decatur, Georgia on Twitter Spaces in the meantime. What up?
Yo, Ned,
What's up, champ?
TBD, everything kosher, man. Shout out to you, man. I just want to put it out there, bro. We gotta stop giving attention to these some bitches that ain't trying to fight, bro. Like dead ass, man. We got too many boxers in this world that keep talking about these suckers that don't want to fight. If you don't want to fight, fine. We don't need to talk about you. We don't need to up these fools. Let them go sit in the parking lot, run laps with their pops or some shit, man. Sick of this crap, man. I'm sick, Ness. Tired of it, bro. We got some nice young up and coming cats that want a goddamn scrap. They looking for the title as well as the money. Man, we can't keep, man, fuck these dudes. And I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm talking to all of them. If you trying to bitch out because you're crying about money, well, go find you the motherfucker then come back and say you got to fight. I just want to see a fight. Shout out to Plant. Shout out to Benavides. Shout out to everybody who trying to get smoked. Shout out to Shakur. Let's talk about them real cats that want to box, man. Fuck these sucker duck ass motherfuckers, man. Happy Friday. I'm out of here, count, man. Stay up.
Word. It is Friday, man. Thank God it's Friday. Thank you for the energy, man. You woke some of these guys and girls up. Hopefully that, inspires them to call in. Unfortunately, right now, our call-in number isn't working, man. I'm not understanding. This is 2 days in a row. So it might be on my end. What up, Canna? I got King Brio on the check-in. What up?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Ness? I was just wondering, like, how long Teofimo think he just gonna be able to cherry pick his way through his career like that? Like, why don't he just take the fight with Arnold Barboza? That'd be a good fight for him too.
I mean, Arnold got Pedraza fight coming up. We gotta see what happens there. I know Pedraza seems to be ready to check out, but Arnold. That would be like, I think that's gonna be like his second, definitely his biggest fight of his career is Pedraza.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but I remember when Teofimo was in the ring after, who was his first fight at 140 against? I forgot.
Sandor, right?
Wasn't it? Sandor. So when he was in the ring, I don't know if you heard the audio, but he was like, "Please don't put me in there with that bum Arnold Barboza." I'm like, huh? How is Arnold Barboza a bum? And if he a bum, why you don't want to fight him?
Yeah, I mean, ain't no money in that fight, I guess. If it ain't no money in the Regis fight, it damn sure ain't no money in the Barboza fight. I don't know. I'm telling you, these guys, they making reasons, or I don't want to call them excuses. They giving reasons as to why they can't fight certain fighters that just don't make sense.
Ness, I'm telling you, Ness Campos is really ruined him, bro. Like mentally, like he ruined Tio. Like he ruined him. Like he's a shell of himself right now, bro.
Damn.
I ain't gonna hold you.
All right. But that,
right.
I mean, that's probably why they want a tune-up, right? The quote from his father is, we gonna fight Josh Teller, but we not fighting him in July if we don't get a tune-up first. Now, he ain't say
Tio,
tune-up.
you are a three belt weight holder at 135. What do you need all these tune-ups for?
I mean, he just looked
What
bad.
are we doing?
He just looked bad at 140 in some people's eyes.
So he had he had 2 fights at 140. You need 3 tune-ups at 140?
Really? I thought it was just Sandor.
No, then he had. I swear this last.
I'm about to check his box rep. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's what I swear he had the first fight at 140, and that I swear he had this is the second fight he just had at 140, bro.
I'm double checking. What the fuck is box rep? Okay, let's see.
How many motherfucking tune-ups you need? Like, come on, bro. You beat Lomachenko.
Yeah, you're right. He fought Pedro Campa at 138 and
Campo,
3/4.
Right. Exactly, Campo. Exactly. For him, and then he forced in. So how many? Like I said, how many tune-ups do you really? Need?
So let's be real. Sandor wasn't a tune-up. You know that. Okay. He beat Mikey. He knocked out Campa.
And Theo lost that fight too, by the way, too. He lost to Sandor too. But go ahead.
I mean, but if you feel he lost to Sandor, then why don't he deserve a tune-up? Because AJ getting a tune-up off a loss. Wilder got a tune-up off a loss.
Because he keep crying. But listen,
and even Keith got a tune-up off a loss.
Look. So Theo keep crying about styles, right? He crying about So why don't you just fight a guy that kind of fits your style? You hate fighting tall guys. You say you never getting in there with a tall guy again, and you're not getting in there with a boxer again. So Arnold Barboza is a brawler. Regis is a brawler. Like those, they not running. They coming right at you. So once you just fight a guy that fit that style, the style that you like to fight, then since you got to cherry pick through every situation.
I'm only defending him to play devil's advocate, but he will fight them. They just saying they want more money.
More. So everybody think they get $10 million to fight now. And that's in today's world. How you gonna get that kind of money when you're not making the big fights though? Like what money do you think you're gonna see if you're not making the big fights?
I don't know, man. They logic. I told you, they logic don't make sense. Because if there's no money in the Regis Ramirez, there's no money in the Regis Tio. They trying to say it's Regis.
And that's a unification bout, right, with Ramirez. So you telling me
no. Ramirez ain't got no belt.
Okay, all right. I'm thinking. Well, who's that? Who's that? They got the belt at 140. What's my man name?
Josh Teller, Alberto Puello. Puello and Sabril Matias gonna fight on the 25th for the IBF in Minneapolis.
Okay. Oh, because Ramirez is the dude that had the belt the weight class down, but he ducked Regis then. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Say again. I'm sorry.
So Ramirez is the dude who had the belt the weight class down when Regis was chasing him in, right?
Yes.
And then now that Regis got the belt, because
now that Regis got the belt, he decided to go fight in his hometown versus Comey. And say that Regis ain't no money in the Regis fight either. He said the same thing. He said he not fighting for 35%. These dudes are tripping, man. They tripping. They making excuses, man.
All right, let's go ahead. I was say because I don't know what else to say about Tio, man. Just like he think he just gonna be able to just cherry pick his way through everything, bro. Like, but you saying you fighting for legacy and belts. Like you even ducked Devin at 135. Like come on, man. You was ducked like. You could afford Devin at 135 too.
For $4 million. $4 million, and then when Eddie said I'll give you 4, he said, nah, give me 10.
Give me 10. So you need 10 to fight Devin, but you don't want to take 2.5 to fight. Come on, man. Like
yeah, honestly, I don't know, man. Tio, he has been picky.
Well, what is the state of boxing right now? And that's like, what are we gonna do?
I mean, you hear the state of boxing from the fighters. It's all about money now. It's a lot of people like to say Floyd did this, but Floyd put himself in position. These dudes are saving they owe so they could get a position.
So that's what everybody gonna do. So we just gonna keep fighting journeymen and then wonder why everybody's streaming the fights.
Yep.
That's what we gonna do. So we look. That's on the fighters at the end of the day. Like if y'all don't want to fight for what we used to know for dudes fighting for, which was belts. Like niggas wanted to fight for belts and legacy. The money came. People wanted to prove like if they was the best or not. That's the era I came up in, and I mean I know we ain't get some fights back in the day.
I just don't see how Regis and Teo's not a top ranked fight. Like, why they trying to make it sound like this got to be on pay per view? Talking about ain't no money in this fight. I don't appreciate it. I mean, I don't get it.
So how we gonna get that on pay per view? Wait, was Sean Arrow on pay per view? Was that even on pay per view? So you know what I'm saying?
Which one?
Why are y'all worried about pay per view? Like get the fights done, and then maybe you can be in position to do what you want to do. You got to take a risk, bro. Like everybody just like, come on, this shit is weird. Never seen no shit like this in my life. Like you said, bro, these are grown ass men. Y'all fight for a living, and y'all want us to pay for the fights, but y'all don't want to fight.
They want to fight who they want to fight.
Yeah, like what, man? That's and they wonder why. I mean, I see you getting fed up with all this shit though over time, even with the Earl Buzz shit. Like I already know you just getting fed up too. I've been fed up.
Look, I heard that Mauricio did another interview and told somebody he don't even know why Earl.
Yeah, that was me. I wrote that in the chat. I said I wrote that in the chat yesterday.
I ain't even see that interview. I ain't even see that interview. But that goes to tell you right there that nobody knows what's going on. This a Canelo situation. Like WBC is gonna give him a pass to do whatever he want because the money. He brings too much economics, you know. He's a big fighter.
That's why I asked you. I said, did you get any rare clarity on when you did your interview with Mauricio?
I mean, there was no. I mean, I seen what everybody put in the Discord, and that was the clarity. That's what he said. Like, we gonna let him fight. We gonna back his fight. We gonna sanction his fight, and then we gonna make a decision based off that fight on what we gonna do. Also based off who's going to decide to stay. So it's like, bruh, they going to find a way to make it work for Al. So it's like, Al, we going to let them fight. And if Earl decide that he can't negotiate with Crawford or doesn't want to go back down, then we'll let him go up. We'll get him some sort of silver, some bullshit, get him a ranking, and we'll give Keith the belt. You know what I'm saying?
And look, did you see how Wilder came out and said he ain't getting paid from PBC? And then you wonder why Bud wanted transparency?
Yeah. But you also heard, like, that don't make Crawford right, because we also heard hella promoters, industry people say that it's still unheard of, that ain't nobody giving nobody transparency unless you a 50-50 partner in the fight. So, yeah, it might look like Crawford deserves that.
What would make Bud not a 50-50 partner if he don't got...
My man, you better stop. Bud ain't bringing no money for...
I'm asking. I'm genuinely asking. I don't know.
And I'm about to answer then. I apologize, but you ain't 50-50 unless you going half. What you mean? Like,
okay.
Remember Buzz said, yo, I got somebody that's willing to give us 50. That dude, that dude obviously is, he ready to be sole proprietor of the motherfucking fight, or he ready to go half with somebody.
He got her. So
you know, Bud just half of the fight team. He ain't got nothing to do with the business.
I was thinking that maybe he had those companies, willing to put the money up.
Man, I wish he would have just said the name of the fucking company, because now it's like, oh, we don't even know who it is, so they making it a joke. You know, which is crazy, right? Because when it was Wilder, I backed the 50. People like, Ness, come on, man, it's fake 50, man. He ain't giving AJ 50, fake 50, man. What the fuck, Wilder gonna get 50? I believed it. Espinoza back then was backing it. The same way he be fucking backing Tank and every goddamn thing that's against Tank and detracting everything. He was doing that for Wilder, and people was saying, no, don't believe Espinoza. So now the 50 is a whole different person, got nothing to do with Al Heyman and Espinoza, and that 50's also a joke. That 50 also fake. It's like the only money that's real got to be Eddie and Top Rank. Like, it don't make no sense to me. But That's the way this sport is. Right away, Top Rank could tell you, yeah, we're trying to do Bud versus Pacquiao in Qatar. Everybody, oh my God, it's real. Meanwhile, the fight never fucking happened. Wilder tell AJ he got 50. No, that's fake. Bud tell Earl he got 50. That's fake. But, you know, Bob could say he got money coming from Qatar, and we sit around and wait 2 years for that shit.
It's crazy because I'm like, it's not beyond belief that the fighters can get companies to invest in them, especially in the fight. That's not beyond belief. Like, so I don't think that's completely, you know what I'm saying? I think that's actually a possibility.
I mean, I think so too. I think so too. You know, dollars make sense, and you know, you see these fighters taking pictures with multiple businessmen.
Yeah.
Like, how many times we seen Warren Buffett in pictures with these fighters? One day, one of those conversations is going to be a business conversation, and somebody going to do business with them. We don't know what kind. It doesn't have to be about fighting, but you know, them doors is open.
Yeah, and then the companies that, you know, even though, like you said, I'm mad Bud didn't mention the companies either, because I'm like, he said the companies knew Al. He said Al knew them.
Yeah.
These dudes.
Yeah, which is more reason to put that shit out there. Like, what's the secrecy?
Yeah,
you asking for transparency, but you being secret.
Yeah, that's true too. And
these motherfuckers don't know how to make shit make sense. I'm telling you.
That's true. Like, if you going to say it. Like, I mean, if you want to really put the pressure on them, put the pressure on them.
Word.
I feel that though.
Cause how many motherfuckers would have been backing Bud right now had he said, nah, remember that picture with Jay-Z? Yeah, I chose to sit down.
It's crazy because I'm still backing Bud, but he still, at the same time, like you said, he still got to provide more information.
I mean, I'm just
saying. I genuinely believe him, but it's just like, bro, we can't really defend you if you ain't really like
putting it out there.
Putting it out there, because then that's really gonna make, because Errol already looking bad, like, especially when you cooked him the other day. That was like, man, I'm like, yo, because like I remember you always was backing Spence, like you always was rocking with him. I'm like, oh, I don't think Ness really understand that Errol don't want this fight, but he gonna see.
Yeah, man, I never thought that, man. I thought, I've been in the business for a while, so I understood money is the motive. So when he said, I'm going to clean my side of the street, I understood he was putting himself in position to make himself the A side so that Bud stopped talking that 50-50 shit.
And I get that. And if that was his move, I can respect that. But
it's been a long time since then. It's been a long time since then. And that's where I started getting off the bus, because it's like, hold up. You did what you said you was going to do, but now you prolonging this one. This the last one. And you know, now those videos didn't age well. Now I can't go back and watch that Maurice Hooker fight when him and Crawford met up, because now it looks like Crawford was a fortune teller. You gonna wait me out. When I fight you, they gonna say you was too big and couldn't make the weight. You know, everything. You want to bet 100,000. My man want to bet a fucking $1 million. Yeah, who believes in themselves? Now it looks different. And it's sad. It's sad, man, because they don't care. Like, fighters in general, Tio, Earl, they don't care.
I just feel like the fans, for whatever reason, since the social media era, have more control over what fights happen and what fights don't, bro.
I doubt it. If we had control, we wouldn't be waiting fucking how many years is it legit for this Earl Bud fight?
I mean, I'm talking about as far as like these dudes being fanboys instead of boxing fans. They're not demanding that their fighter that they cheer for to fight the best fighter.
Of course not. They talking about he need a tune-up and he deserved to make money and you want to take food out his plate. Man, I don't talk to the fans, man. Not fans of man. I talk to boxing fans. If you a fan of man, that conversation is over the minute it started.
Facts. And you can't really talk to these casuals, because like they're literally just watching the sport. And I could tell when I talk to them, I'm like, bro, like you, like I've never, I don't. Like,
they call me a flip-flopper because I got a conscience. It's like, I understood what Earl was doing. Now I don't understand it. I understood you wanted to be in the A-side position. You wanted to make sure that the world didn't argue who was the A-side, who was the B-side. Cool, you done that. Now,
let me even ask you that. Like, where did I know it's always been an A-side and a B-side, but like, When is that ever like? Can you remind me? Maybe I'm missing.
Nah, it's
like,
always been there, bro. I mean, again, that's the thing. These motherfuckers want to act like they Floyd, but they don't want to be Floyd. Floyd took 30% in the Oscar fight, not 35.
And what about the Gotti fight? Wasn't he the B-side in the Gotti fight?
Of course he was. That was his first pay-per-view because of Gotti. Just like Rolly first pay-per-view was because of Tank. Like, these motherfuckers just don't understand. They don't know boxing. They don't know the sport, bruh. They fans of man. But Floyd took 30, not 35. Floyd wore the gloves of what Oscar chose, not his.
Facts.
When Floyd got in the A-side, he gave Maidana 1.5. He said, "You ain't wearing them horsehead gloves here. Here you go, sir. I'm the A-side."
But Floyd earned that spot.
Exactly. These motherfuckers don't earn it. The way they earning it is just by waiting. I'm going to wait till the fans can't take it no fucking more, and the networks are so upset with the hate mail that they throw me $10 million. And it's like, bro, this shit ain't even worth it. Like, look at T.O. T.O. really wanted $10 million to fight fucking Devin, bro. Like, that shit should not be forgotten. But I spoke to a casual fan the other day, like I said, from Memphis at the car wash, and they don't know none of the internet shit. Like, my man was the biggest Wilder fan and had no clue Wilder made excuses. None of the internet shit, they don't know none of that shit. None of that. My man is from Memphis telling me, I mean, not Memphis, Minneapolis, telling me how whatever the arena is where they fighting a lot, how that's blowing up the city and the city coming out. But he didn't know David Morrell. He didn't even know Jamal James. And he damn sure ain't know, I can't even tell you my man's name either, who almost died. So they don't know the internet, man. So what T.O. said about, do we still got it, and this fight ain't got no, they don't know that shit. It don't reach them. It really don't reach the casuals, man. But let me get to some other callers. Thank you for livening it up, man. You livening it up though, because we was kind of sleep over here. I got Ron Boy Fresh. What it do?
Hey, Slam.
What's goody?
Man, don't let T.O. trick bag y'all, man. Don't let T.O. degrade my motherfucking great 140 division. He gonna make the fights y'all gonna see, man. They got a plan for T.O. He lost his Heisman date, just to let y'all know. So it's always been and I told you this before, and you aware of this, that T.O. definitely had at least one or two pay-per-views in his contract. And the way they looking at it, what they wanted. Now, I spoke to T.O. at the Shakur fight, and I ain't going to give too much intel, but what they always wanted, I told you this, they was talking about Josh Teller, a pay-per-view, and Haney, and that Haney-Teofimo fight is a very promising fight over there, Top Rank. They really want that fight. So they're going to play it safe. They're going to play it safer right now, and who came up with them lists on them names, man. Take them shits off, except for motherfucking Kenneth, man.
You got to give me three more. We need names if you want these took off.
Yeah, but see, y'all picked the bottom of the bird. Those not even, I mean,
he needed tune-up. People thought he lost versus Sandor.
That's what I'm telling you. I don't think he's going to get. I hear Senior talking, but that's not going. His tune-up is going to be Ramirez or motherfucker Aldo Barboza. Once Barboza scalp Pedraza, once motherfucking Ramirez scalp Comey, send Comey off. That's going to be his tune-up, and then he's going into a pay-per-view with Haney or Josh Teller. Whenever Josh Teller decide to get off the pup list, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Josh. I don't know what the fuck.
He just get injured? I'm pretty sure he just
got. Yeah, he got a fallacious. He got a plantar's fallacious joint. I got that shit too. So his shit is fucked up. He can't move with that shit. He probably got to go up and wait. But it ain't no money for him if he go up and wait unless he fight Conor Benn or some shit.
Nah, he could fight Bud. Bud a free agent. Ain't nobody listen to me. MTK. Yeah. Might have shut down, but realistically, do we think they've disappeared?
No, absolutely not.
All right, so I used to think that fight is big in Dubai. Josh Teller and Crawford.
Right, but let me tell you the story. I was out there at the Crawford and Porter fight. Of course, Josh was there when he was doing all those interviews. I was right next to him. And then him and this one he was fucking with Ben. They was talking that shit before the fight. I pulled up on them after the fight. They weren't confident in running it with Bud. That's all I'm gonna tell you. After that Porter fight, remember he was doing a whole bunch of shit talking, and that was cool. Remember that. After that, you ain't hear no more of that. We want to fight Bud.
I mean, money change all that though. We both know that.
It do. I can dig that.
The right
I can dig that.
from out there, and
I can dig. Yeah, we know we both talking the same language, but they're not as confident as they were after that fight. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Truth be told, I wouldn't want him to take a Bud fight the way I don't want, Thurman to fight Boots. Like they both need tune-ups because he been out almost a year now.
Yeah, and I don't know what that's the problem. And you have a point. He just probably need to leave that Jack Catterall fight alone and get in the mix.
He need to
because they lose because technically Josh is they're losing money for. I mean, I don't want to get into the money part, but it's a lot of money that's out there to be made. But this motherfucker hurt trying to just stick around for this fucking Jack Catterall fight. It's just crazy, Mo. Like
that's why you gotta respect Wilder, man. You gotta respect Wilder. He was able to get it done. When people thought questioned his the win, he was able to get that shit done quick. This shit has been a year worth of dragging, bro. Like honestly, when they put that in the pre-pro, like they sent the tweet to me, I'm like, that's it. Walk away from this fight. It's dragging too much.
It's dragging too fucking long. Not only he got 2 injuries. This is his third fucking injury in the last less than 18 months.
Hold on. Let me answer this weirdo in the chat here because you're trying to slander. So I'm not saying that Bud is basically in bed with Daniel Kinahan because Bud never fucking had a deal with MTK. There are a lot of rumors, never one solid article. You know who was with MTK though? Josh Teller. So let me time your dumb ass out for trying to be a weirdo. But go ahead, my friend.
But I just think that ESPN Top Rank got a plan for T.O. because I told you before, ESPN loved. I don't know how they feeling now after he stunk it up during Heisman night, and I told you he lost that motherfucking date.
I think T.O. is a big name analytically. Like it's always shocking to me when
they love him. I'm telling you.
No, he made it to the casuals because of ESPN, I believe. Because whenever I do shows on them, my downloads is crazy. Like from the audio of this. So like, I don't know. They really like T.O., man. I just wish he would have took the fight. I think the Regis fight is a great fight for him. It's like the last caller said. It's a good style too. It's not like Sandor or Kenneth Sims. Like, what do you want? Pick your poison.
Yeah, but you're looking at the business part of it. Does that make business sense for Top Rank when they got 3-4 fighters that they know and they got guaranteed 2 fighters that can make a pay-per-view fight with? You dig what I'm telling you? Because it's always been there. But like I said, man, I just calling. Don't let Teofimo fuck the 140 up. They're gonna make at least 1 or 2 big fights in 2023. And Regis is not involved. I told you, Regis. I think Regis.
Well, they already made one of them 2 big fights. You know who just got announced today? ESPN pay-per-view. Don't act like you don't know to go to boxing is back. I'm going to run with that forever. I told motherfuckers when they was YouTubers, when he was an undercard fighter, I got Canna. I need Canna. You my editor, man. It's going to take you some time. And Jemmy, y'all got to find that. We need shorts made of that because Eddie robbed me, man. Oh, fuck. That was my idea. Now look at Jake. Jake taking the fuck over. It's crazy. Yeah, I bet you this one's going to be big, too, because he fighting a real fighter. You think he beating Tommy or what? Or you don't get into this?
No. He'll beat Tommy. I don't even think Tommy take boxing. I don't know what's wrong with that motherfucker, man. He's soft. Oh, yeah, fuck. He's soft. So he ain't got no heart to me.
I hope so, because if he ruined the legend of Jake, it's bad for boxing. Jake just signed my girl, man. That's the new fucking this generation's Ann Wolf.
Oh, that's your girl too. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, she's from the city. I need Jake to stay alive and keep signing. I think Jake just signed Mike Leonardi. I don't know if obviously you don't know, but like for those that know, I was brought out here to Vegas by a company named Fight Stars, who the CEO was Mike Leonardi. That dude died, unfortunately. Mike and I don't have a job with Fight Stars, but Mike just got hired by Jake Paul as the director of boxing. So shout out to fucking Mike Leonardi, man. Kept it moving and doing his damn thing, because right now MVP Promotions is doing their thing. They
definitely doing their thing. And I can't even knock the hustle no more, but yeah, and I unfortunately I do got Jay beating this motherfucker, because Tommy he not real to me. I don't know why he's just not real to me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have that feel with him. Seem like he wanna do reality shows and shit. He not into that shit. You know, you dig? So I don't know what the fuck. But Mo, that's all I got to say, man. Teofimo, they got a plan for him, and Regis ain't part of the plan. It's just simple as that, Mo. And he's gonna end up fighting Ramirez or Barboza, and then you're gonna see him on pay-per-view. That's all I got, Mo.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to request to speak, you can do so. I see that you're asking for the phone line. Believe me, I wish that fucker was open. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's got to be some sort of wire issue, man, because I do have a adapter to connect, because, you know, these fucking new Macs, they don't give you as many ports as back in the day, you know. Let me double check here for y'all, because I know they want these collars. I'm trying. Let me see who's on Discord in the meantime. In between time, the links for both Discord and Twitter are pinned on the live chat right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where I hope all my Twitter space people have come over to YouTube, migrated, and smashed that thumbs up so that we can keep getting guests. I believe we're supposed to have LJ again today. I don't know what happened, because I kind of seen my producer communicating with him, and he said Tony had sparring. Okay, he hasn't answered. Let me follow up. LJ. Yeah, his connection in Detroit was trash the other day. But let's see. We were going to Discord. I got Coach Bob. Coach Bob, what's up? You new? Invite sent, Bob. You got to accept. And if you're watching this, don't forget to share the show. It's also going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans, giving them an opportunity to voice their opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Coach Bob is on you.
Yeah, what's up? You can hear me?
I hear you, brother.
Yeah, I'm from Jersey.
Uh-oh. Shout out.
I'm from South Jersey. Willingboro, I live in Pemberton now.
Yo, that's crazy. I was looking at houses in Willingboro a long time ago, man. It's a nice looking neighborhood.
Yeah, so I've been watching boxing a long time, but you know, the downfall of boxing was HBO going away, but that's done and over with. So the problem is you had Marv Nation on. Marv Nation paying Regis an outrageous sum for a fight that ain't worth it. That's what messing up boxing. Regis is a $750,000 fight who now he won $1 million.
Nah.
Fighters like that.
Nah, champ. Coach Bob, truth be told,
Regis ain't no draw.
But remember, he was already making $1 million years before that, because he joined the World Boxing Super Series, and he became a champ. Then he was defending the title in it. Then he went into a unification. Like, Regis is definitely a $1 million fighter.
He can't sell tickets.
And that's okay. That's okay, but not. But there's only a handful of people that can sell tickets, though. Go ahead and name to me the 10 people in boxing that sell tickets, because after those 10, it's gonna be hard.
You right about that, but Teofimo has no reason to fight him. He's not a ticket seller. He's not a name.
But
like
neither is Teo.
You don't know who Regis Prograis is.
But neither
He's
is
not a name.
But neither is Teo, though. Like, Teo, I think, only fought in the big room once in New York. Like,
oh, my son know who Teo is.
Yeah, because of the Fortnite dances.
Teo is known to people.
Because of the Fortnite dances and the Heisman Trophy fights, you know, like they marketed him well. We just said that analytically, he do well for me. You right. I believe putting him on ESPN.
He has more leverage than the belt. You saying he's the belt holder? He has more leverage because people don't know Regis, and he's not popular. Let's just keep it real. I watch him. I like him. He's not popular. He's not gonna sell any tickets. Why would I fight him? You tell me a reason I would fight him.
But how do you have more leverage than the champion? Like Tio's not the
I have
draw,
a name, which is more important.
But he's not the name of Tank. He don't do the tickets of Ramirez. Like, I don't get what you're saying.
He's on Heisman night every year. He's on ESPN.
Not this year.
He has that.
He lost that day this year, and last year, didn't he look crazy on Heisman night? Asking the world, did he look good, or do he still got it?
And he won that fight. I don't know what you was watching, man. That other dude did nothing, and he had one of the knockdown. When even knockdown was a push down. He won the fight. Martin did nothing the whole fight.
You really?
There's no
holy
way
coach,
Martin
tell me
terrible.
you a basketball coach, because you ain't no boxing coach. If you telling me that motherfucker ain't get knocked down two times.
That wasn't no knock. That was a push down, and Dan Raphael was ringside, said the same thing. He was ringside, said, "Yo, he pushed him down." He was ringside.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. How the fuck you gonna say that wasn't a knockdown?
Sandor Martin is horrible. Sandor Martin won like 2 rounds. He was terrible, and Tio won the fight. He didn't look good, but he was better than Martin. Martin is terrible. He can't fight. I mean, people like he won the fight. He can't fight. He was running all night. He was terrible. But anyway, that don't matter. He lost the fight on the record books. That's all that matters.
So did
But
Rashidi,
Lopez
man.
Is a name.
So did Rashidi, man.
Lopez, yeah, he lost that fight too.
Oh no!
Speedy Ellis lost that fight too.
No, I see it. I see it. Hey, yo, watch this. Watch this.
Man,
I'm a
listen.
fucking fortune teller. Watch this. Tell me you don't like. No, you do like Earl Spence. He one of your favorite fighters, right?
I don't have fighters like that. I want to see Spence and Crawford.
No. All right, but I'm talking
side.
about. Okay, you don't want to be a fan of a fighter. Cool. People you like to watch. Earl, you like to watch.
Fighter, I like Wilder.
Okay.
I like Wilder. Everyone who I like.
Okay.
I like Wilder.
Okay. Do you
That's
like
who I like.
Do you like Sean Porter style? That's you
Yeah,
like
I like
that.
Sean Porter.
Okay. You like
I
Margarito,
just
right?
depends
You
on
like
the fighter.
Margarito. You like Margarito, right? Outside of the hand wraps, you like his style though, right?
I can't go outside the hand wraps.
Okay,
Nah,
forget him.
say-
You like
I
Ruslan?
can't-
You
no.
like Ruslan Pavatnikov?
Yeah, that brother could rumble.
All right, I got it.
He wasn't no great
Last
fighter.
question.
He was- yeah, he
Last
could
question.
rumble.
Last question. Did
Yes.
you like the late great Harold Letterman? Okay, Jim.
Yes,
I knew it.
did.
I knew it. I got you, bro. You like come forward fighters. That's why you think Sandor lost. That's why you don't think highly of boxing skill. You like brawlers. You like punchers, bro. I get it. It's all good. Everybody got a style. That's why I hate boxing, because it's subjective. If you become a judge, you're going to score for that style. Just like I'm going to score for Kenny Sims. And I'm going to score for Sandor. I'm going to score what they doing because I see what they doing, but you only see what they doing because that's the only thing you like. But it's okay.
No, but I like. I mean, I love Sweet Pea. Pernell Whitaker was great, but I mean, he was different. But anyway, neither there here nor there. But I want to see Teofimo. I want to see him in big fights. But he ain't gonna take the Prograis fight. You already know it. He probably gonna fight the Type Rank guy. That's the problem.
So why you think Ramirez ain't take the Prograis fight? Ramirez, he too popular too?
Ramirez just stupid.
Oh, all right.
No, Ramirez is just stupid. I mean, that was dumb. He shouldn't have got married. I hate to say it. That was stupid. If your woman, listen, I gotta get this payday. That's what he should have told her. He like, I'm gonna get married. Then after you get married, you gonna complain about the purse split. You an idiot. No, he's just a straight idiot.
Word.
That's all that is. He should have took the money. We get married later.
Gotta get to some other callers, brother. But
All right.
do appreciate you, man. Keep calling in. That was fun, man. That was fun. I got Brandon, Cincinnati. Yep. Brandon. No? All right, we're going to Ghost Boxing in the UK.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up? Yeah, so Jake's not the only YouTuber that's doing big things. You know KSI, he said he's trying to make Ngannou.
Nah.
Ngannou.
KSI's not on that level though, bro. He's not on that he's not fighting the same type of names. His events aren't as big. The celebrities don't come out. He's just not. He's like KSI is like a professional YouTuber. Jake Paul is greater than that. He's surpassed all that. Jake Paul is a promoter in real boxing. Yo, KSI didn't even become a real fighter. He got that one fight, and he's doing these influencer fights. They're not even on his record. He can't be talked about with Jake, bro. It's not the same.
No, I was saying that he's trying to make Ngannou Chisora for Misfits. And
that'll never happen.
Also with the records, because they have to be sanctioned by the British board. That's why it's not on the record proper, but it's still a professional fight.
No, it's not a professional fight. Which one? You talking about the Ngannou Chisora? Because none of the Misfits are professional.
No, the American one, that was professional because in America you could just fight with any organization, and he's trying to fight Fournier or Woodley next. So that's gonna be
ain't Fournier 50 years old?
He's younger than Anderson Silva. He's 40, I think.
Wow.
And he's 9 KOs.
Yeah. Well, no, he can't be 9-0. Ain't that the dude that lost to David Haye in Miami?
No, that was an exhibition, and it was there was no winner.
See what I'm saying? So KSI fighting dudes that really got losses.
No, but he does have a pro.
I don't know, bro. I mean, it's just not the same for me. It don't hit the same, man. Jake doing real shit. KSI still playing YouTube.
Yeah, and just lastly about the Yard Batabiev, I actually think that Yard's got a chance because age is not a number. You can go old overnight, and Yard can punch. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think Yard wins this fight, bro. I hear everybody talking the age shit because of Earl. I love Earl, how popular he is. But, age has to correlate with the rounds box.
Before Errol. No, but that was before Errol said it. Because he's had over 300-400 amateur fights as well. They add up.
Yeah, so did Loma. And Loma probably got more fights than Better Beef and more rounds boxed as a pro than Better Beef. And people barely saying he's that old. Better Beef got knockouts.
And Batabiev is coming from an injury as well. Yeah, I heard he had a knee problem or something. That's why the first fight didn't happen, in October. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for the call.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it, champ.
Danny, what up?
What up, yo?
You been listening?
Nah.
Oh shit.
Nah, but I mean, I see the title. But
yeah, ain't no money in that fight, bro.
But then I walk in, y'all talking, Jake.
I mean, you see, he announced the pay-per-view, bro.
Yo, ESPN.
Yeah. Bro, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not fair to compare him to KSI. Look, historically, he went from YouTube, independent pay-per-view, 1.5 million buys at $10. Sans Eddie Hearn deal for a one-off. After that, signs a Triller deal. After that, goes back to Matchroom, is it?
This is an interesting poll.
Then goes back to Showtime. And now ESPN, bro. He is doing his thing, man. That is shout out to Mac and Cheese out here in Vegas, $5 super chat. He says, let's make a poll. Did you press the like button? Yes or no?
Word.
I don't know, Matt.
Yo, how you
How
feeling,
long we gonna keep that? I'm feeling
Straight.
good. I got B-Lo, member for 22.
Yo, I saw some sparring yesterday, champ. Hold the fuck up, man. I just walked in. I saw some sparring yesterday, bro.
With Zoo, right?
Yeah,
And
I was
who?
in the building. And Amari and Ethan. And Ethan.
Ethan is like 75 though, right?
I don't know what weight he at for sure.
Yeah,
for
I'm pretty sure he like heavyweight, bro.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I saw some work yesterday. Got an interview in with
Zoo?
With Tim.
Oh shit, 30 minute? You ain't go everywhere with it? You ain't asked. Tell me you asked about Earl betting against him.
Yes.
About to say.
He actually brought it up. He actually brought it up.
What'd he say?
He said, Earl, if you want it next,
you lying.
Go to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice.
You lying. That's what he should have said. I hope he said you could get it next since you betting against me.
Little 7-minute interview, something.
What?
He was getting wrapped up, getting ready to, you feel me?
Why you ain't get him after that too? I swear I gotta start coming, man. This guy, man, you gotta bleed that camera.
Bro,
it's so much going on with him right now. Shit. Did you bring up the fact that like this a ballsy move?
Oh,
did you give
for
him
sure.
credit?
For sure, for sure.
Gotta give him credit.
For sure.
This was ballsy, man. Tim Zoo taking on
Bro, I told him
Tony Harrison is like, whoa.
I said some would say he would give you more problems than Charlo, because
I don't know who would say that.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, because you got Tony being a good boxer, but then you got Charlo being a good boxer and puncher. So I don't know how that. But
no, I'm saying right. So Charlo, because he gonna want to throw more, he gonna be there more to be hit more. Versus, one would say Tony moving, but yeah, man, they only let me get one round of the sparring, but
what? You fucking lying. No, you lying. I know this guy because he likes to lie. That's what these young guys do.
He said these young guys, bro. Why is you a hater, bro?
Yo, I knew you was lying, see?
Why you ain't
I
there?
got B-Lo.
Why you ain't there, bro?
Member for 22 months on the champ level. Que lo que?
Que lo que?
STBB, keep up the grind and say a little prayer for y'all. Better be gonna hurt that man. Also, T.O. Pops need to realize he ain't it. And be an assistant. T.O. got so much potential with the boxing glove emoji. I got another one from... What's going on here? Fucking YouTube, bro.
Yo, speaking of YouTube, go ahead, smash that like button. What the fuck? Only 180?
Luis Reyes says, Viva Nes Vegas, Viva Danny.
Shout
I had
out,
to refresh.
champ.
I had to refresh. What did he say?
Yeah.
Wow, CYP.
He said, Viva Nes
Yo,
Vegas, shout out
CYP.
Danny.
What is you talking about? How is this not ballsy? Hell yeah, he get a trophy by default, man. Anybody else would have sat
Bro, he
and
said
waited.
trilogy, bro.
Oh, trilogy by default. Oh, he talking about Harrison?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying the tweet before that, he said it's not ballsy. I mean, how is it not ballsy to take on Harrison when you could just sit out and wait for a title shot?
That's very true.
Like, Viva Nes Vegas, 100 emoji. Shout out Danny, 100 emoji. Member for 1 month at the contender level, Luis Reyes. What up, Lou?
What up, champ?
Shout out. We got, what else? Looks like Texas Bulldog Boxing, $2 super chat. Shark emoji, didn't fight a bum for 10 million. Hands up emoji. That boy's in his feelings. Mike Wilkins, $5 super chat says, what's hood, Ness? Tio versus Linger or Sim sounds good. I got Jake stopping Tommy. And what's your thoughts on Francis versus Saracho fight from Wednesday? I didn't get to watch it, but I heard he lost.
Yo, yeah, what's up with the poll, champ? I'm curious.
What?
It's an interesting options, I guess.
What you mean? Tio's dad said they are not fighting Josh without a fight before July. So if Tio's on camera saying, yo, do I still got it? But then comes out and says, no, I was faking it to give y'all something to talk about. But then his dad comes out and says, we not fighting Regis. We not fighting Josh.
We need a tune-up.
He only used the word tune-up, but he says he needs a fight in between. So what? You got to assume they want a tune-up. They didn't look good. The people don't think they look good. They had the lie to say they won. Like, they got to defend the fight. So it's like, what, you don't think he needs a tune-up then? I mean, I'm going based off the quotes.
I don't think he fight none of those guys.
I said the same. Those options are from Brandon. You know how that goes.
Those options are quite,
interesting.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't think he fights none of those guys. We get another, my cousin gonna come visit. Get sanctioned over the weekend, step in the ring and go.
Yeah, but Pedro Campa wasn't your cousin. Pedro Campa spars in Top Rank. People knew him. Tio don't got no Tio don't got no cousins from Mexico fights on his resume.
I mean, bro, that was his first fight in America.
Who, Pedro?
Yeah.
But he was over in America. It's not like he was some unknown Mexican. And
I ain't trying to be on no funny shit. I didn't know about him before then.
I mean, that's because you're new to the show. You don't use the TBV rankings, and I don't mean that like our rankings. We got a page on our website that's called the Boxing Voice Rankings that has all the sanction and body rankings in one place. I'll screen share that. So we kind of use this page daily. So Pedro had always been on them rankings. I've always seen his name.
And how many of his fights were you able to enjoy or maybe even do a live fight chat for?
Bro, how many Cesar Francis fights have we watched? But we interviewed him and we talk about him. Like, those are all...
Bro, Cesar Francis was at least fighting...
He was undefeated like Pedro.
Somewhere where it was accessible to us. Like, we could get Pro Box for $2 a month.
True.
The fuck is your man's fighting on? Like, it's not the same, bro.
I don't know that it's not. I don't know that it's not. Pedro,
Didn't you actually see him fight in person? Like,
isn't that the same with Liam Pardo? It's like an unknown, known name.
Here's the thing with Liam Pardo, though.
See?
Here's the thing.
See?
No. I'm serious.
No.
Here's the thing with Liam Pardo, bro.
What?
I've at least seen him in the gym.
Same like Pedro Campa. Frank was telling us he was in the gym in Top Rank.
Bro, because he got the fight. That's why.
But it don't matter. You seen him in the gym, so you just ain't happen to see Pedro.
No, bro, but you saying he been in America. No. He came when he got the fight. It ain't like, oh, he been out here and just go down there
Diego
to fight.
Chavez never fought in America till he fought Keith Thurman. Like, boxing is global. Yeah. We think the best work is in America, but that don't mean we can't get a Sergio Martinez from Argentina. Fuck is wrong with this dude?
Yo, if fucking Samson ain't in this corner, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, bro.
If who?
Samson.
You sound crazy right now, bro. Samson ain't the only dude that could find talent.
Samson's the only one that could find Spanish-speaking talent.
Outside
of Cuba.
I heavily doubt that.
Who else is bringing them?
Fucking Louis DeCubas Jr.
No, your peoples.
Louis DeCubas Jr.
No, the girl.
Who? The woman in the DR?
Yes, she the one.
Louis too. Louis DeCubas Jr.
I said outside of Cuba.
Louis got to be like 32 now, if that.
I said outside of Cuba, though.
Yeah, but just because his name is Louis DeCuba don't mean he specializes in Cuban, even though he got a lot of Cubans.
Exactly. Isn't his biggest fight Cuban?
Yeah.
Okay, then, so.
But he got outside of Cubans, too. It ain't
like
just
who?
Cubans.
Like who?
Fuck. Barrios is his. That's Mexican.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Barrios is like not Mexican.
Oh,
kinda.
He's not.
I mean,
his father's totally Mexican.
No, I'm saying he totally.
My man's name is Martin Barrios.
That's his dad's name?
Yes.
Martin?
Mm-hmm.
Like
and
Martin
they
Lawrence,
Mexican. I
like
met
Martin
them.
Lawrence.
No, like
Lawrence?
Martin, and I met them. They Mexican as hell.
No, I've met his people. I'm just saying he definitely was born in America, bro. We talking about fighters.
His sister's Mexican.
Bro, I'm just talking about fighters that come from other countries. I said outside of Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
trying to stall till I find
south of the border to go find Mario.
Another dude that finds talent, Latino talent. I'm just trying to stall. Because
you
there
ever
are.
met his dad?
Whose? Martin?
Nah, Louis. Like Louis.
Oh
Sr.
no, Louis Senior. No. Talk to him. I got his number. Before Louis kind of took over. His dad was pretty. That's what I'm saying. The old heads was pretty. It was I had a good time. Like, not a good time, but an easy time mingling with the older people. Like, Emmanuel, like I said the other day, and Louis DeCubas Sr. Bob. It wasn't up until now. I don't know what the fuck happened with me and Bob. I swear. I used to get interviews with Bob on the reg. Oh no.
Pissed him off, champ.
Yeah, I know, man. Motherfuckers be sensitive.
Yo.
Europe.
Is that really BH in the chat?
Really? What'd he say?
Stop running T.O. and T.O. Senior before you run into something.
Bro, I just seen a punch drunk video from about T.O. and he's like, yeah, I don't know. This Bill Haney guy talking about he's gonna catch me at the liquor store, bro. Catch me in the barbershop, bro. And I'm like, yo, these dudes is crazy, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta just fight. This shit is like, he's like, fuck that, bro. You touch my family. I'm like, yo, like, this is not like, yo, Marcus Brown said it the best on Twitter, bro. Like, no world champion was gangbanging. No world champion was in the gym and in the street. Like, these fighters keep trying to bring the streets or use street terminology. Like, bro, you a gym rat, man. Cut the bullshit out. It's crazy, man. Just box, man. I got Mike Wilkins, and we said that, right? Yeah, we did. Yeah. Jacob Sims,
Yo,
$2
is
super
that
chat.
really BH?
I don't know. But it don't say BH. That's someone
It
else.
says Bill Haney.
Where? Oh, right there.
It says salute.
I mean, he do.
TBV panel.
You could
chat.
just click on it because remember he got a
Oh,
YouTube
yeah, he
channel
does
now.
have his channel, yo.
He got a YouTube channel now, and Bill is actually. I just sent them hella fire emojis to his TikTok post, bro. It was like,
yeah, that is BA. Shout out to
the champ.
Yeah, shout out to Bill.
That's what I'm saying. He active as fuck now.
No, yo, it's parents a partner, yo.
Yeah, his Instagram
Parents
and
a
TikTok
partner.
is blowing up. He had this inspirational song on a post with like mad shit with him and Devin. Yo,
1-800, is it worth it?
yeah, I seen that one too. I wondered, was it a real number? Like, did he activate that number?
Bro, let me tell you, my dad had a friend. I don't remember his name, but he had a number, and my dad used to have his phone numbers written down back in the day. I'm talking about, bro, he wrote down 1-800, touch it. So I remember.
Touch it.
I remember like trying to dial it, then it was a fake number. So the 1-800, is it worth it? It's too many numbers, I'm pretty sure. But I love the philosophy that BH brought with that, and it had me wondering. I mean, shit just happened, and it was like one of those situations. Is it worth it? So shout out to BH putting out all the content.
Yeah,
man, killing it.
We got Jacob Sims that says, hell no, caller making Willenberger look bad for crying out loud emojis. Yo, shout out to Willenberger, stand up, Jersey. Let's see what else we got here on Discord. Looks like we got Vel 2020.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Perfect.
What's up, Boxing Voice, man? I love you guys' podcast. Blesses me all the time with the updated news in boxing. So I just want to give a shout out and thank you guys for that.
Thank you,
for
brother.
your hard work and dedication. Nevertheless, I just want to say, man, when it comes to boxing, I've been in it for about 2 years now. And I stay on top of everything when it comes to the character and the integrity of these boxers, because that is what matters most to me in a sport over their skill and giftedness and their athletic ability. But I must say, out of all the sports, this sport is the most watered down when it comes to competition, facing the best competition. And I am absolutely like horrified, when it comes to that, because the back in the day, Mike Tyson, when I used to, see things like that, that looked like real gladiators, just trying to face the best just to get the legacy and that respect. And now when you got people like T.O., ducking everybody, the quote unquote face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, ducking the best American fighters, primarily black fighters, and fans is the problem. That's what I really think the problem is. The core fan base that keeps paying for these people to fight nobody's. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And it's absolutely it's it's heart aching. It breaks my heart because and not only the fan base, the sanctioning bodies, the WBC, the WBO, the WBA, them not putting their foot on these fighters' necks and saying, "Hey, man, we only thrive because the fans, the hardcore fans, the diehard fans who want to see the best fight the best. If we can't please them, the sport is really nothing." I know you guys say, "Well, the casuals, they bring in most of the money." Well, we'll have more casual fans become diehard fans if the best just fought the best. That's what I truly believe. And if boxing fans will stop being fanboys, and just trying to please, you know, uh, or not please, but argue, with other fan bases like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fans, for example. I see them going back and forth, day in, day out. Well, Terrence ain't fought this person. Well, Earl, this. I'm just like, man, like y'all don't want to see the best fight the best. Y'all just want to see y'all man win, and that's the problem. And the sanction bodies, they don't press the issue. I think that's really the problem, and I think we just need to come with a whole nother sport. This will be my last. I'm gonna say my piece right here and end it. I won't carry on too long, but we need to just come up with a boxing league. Maybe somebody pop it off in America.
Yep.
And just change the whole game because as of now, it's all about currency, currency, currency. Get my money, and clout chase. Rather than legacy like Mike Tyson, Robinson back in the day. Floyd. And T.O., if you ever hear this, man, shame on you. Because I remember after you fought, when I first was coming into boxing, he beat I think it was it Lomachenko? And after in the press conference, he said, it's the Money Mayweather way. You gotta do it the pretty boy way before you could get to Money Mayweather. You got to go pretty boy route. And bruh, just because you had a fake, what is it, undisputed? Because I still don't believe he was officially undisputed when you really look at it. Like other undisputed champions, that franchise belt, French fry belt, don't even count in my opinion. That's how I see it. But but he's going against his own ideology, the pretty boy way. He don't even do that. He going now. Now it's like, oh, we ain't in it for the money. We in it for the legacy. Now we can't fight Regis because that 35 split don't even matter, bro. If you really believed in yourself, if that was Josh Taylor offering you 20%, Lomachenko, had a belt and he was offering you 20%, you'll take it in a heartbeat. Why? Because you will actually believe you can get the job done. But see, he got that Canelo mentality. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna play him to the left. All right, nobody, you ain't fighting nobody. You didn't pay that. You just want to pay that. You can't make the money. You can't bring in the money. You looking for me for a payday. So in that case, my fans gonna back me up and say you don't deserve a fight with me. But bruh, he got enough clout. He got enough to where that fight will be really good and make some good money. Nevertheless, and if you really want the big paydays, T.O., after what the hell you just been through with Cambozo, sweeping you, mopping you, then Devin coming to clean up the work, going all the way out Australia twice, bro, you got something to prove. And when you got something to prove, you don't deserve excuse my French, a payday like you expecting, like what you want, 50-50. You don't even deserve 40, 80 or 60. Bro, take the 35, like the WBC said, for that belt, and prove yourself, man. If you really in it for the legacy, but now it's like, oh, we got an excuse. He ain't a draw. We need that money. Bro, I'm done with the sport. No, I'm not done with the sport because we still got some solid characters coming up. So that gives me hope. But nevertheless, man, I'm losing my patience. But that's all I'm saying, man. I love you guys' channel because you guys bring the truth all day and night, man. And you guys are like a breath of fresh air. Because if y'all get more publicity and put y'all foot on these fighters' necks and call them out, I think the sport will wake up, man, and be like, okay, yeah, we can't tolerate this bullshit because this is at the end of the day, it's sad. It's absolutely sad, man. All right, I'm gonna give y'all back the mic. I'm done.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for calling in.
No problem, man. God bless y'all. Out.
All right, let me see who's next.
Appreciate the call. If anybody does want to call in, 425-569-5241. Press 1.
What up? What up? Elijah. No Elijah. Special feature. What up? Special feature. Hello. Hello. No special feature. I don't know what happened there. We got CYP. What up?
Yo, yo.
Yo.
Yo, let me get this right. I'm talking to all the fans. Y'all expect your favorite boxers to face the best competition, right? But when they face the best competition, you bootleg the fights. But you expect them to fight the best competition. But when they fight the best competition, you bootleg the fights. I'm confused here. Everybody keep bringing up Mike Tyson and all them back in the day. They used to get paid $20 million for fights, my man. So they was taking that risk and they was getting paid for that risk. See, nowadays, when a fighter loses, y'all cry like bitches and y'all abandon them. But then y'all bootleg the fights. So I'm confused. I just add another caveat. So you bootleg the fights, and then if they do fight somebody and lose, you abandon them. But you expect them to fight the best. So you're taking their award away from them for fighting the best, and then you complaining about it. This shit is weird to me. This shit is weird. Social media has showed us that some of y'all are just fucking idiots. Y'all don't make no sense, and that's why promoters don't pay no attention to y'all. That's why they do what they want to do, because they can't trust you. You cry. We want to see this fight. We want to see that fight. They put the fight on, you bootleg it. My man, y'all got to make y'all fucking mind up. If you want to see the best fight the best, you better stop bootlegging them fights and pay them men. Because every single man walking this earth will take money to do a whole bunch of shit. And I guarantee you, you pay them, they'll take that money to get their ass kicked or give you a great fight and take an L. Until then, they're not going to do it. As long as you still bootlegging, you're going to keep complaining because they recognize you, man. They see what you're doing. You're full of shit. Secondly, I do want Harrison to win, but I don't want Harrison to win. Reason why I don't is because after he get knocked out again by Charlo, it ain't going to do nothing for Charlo to beat Harrison ass again. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you guys are not going to pay for the fight once they put it on pay-per-view. So it does nothing for Charlo.
Just to play devil's advocate.
I mean, it shouldn't be on paper.
Just to play devil's advocate.
It will be.
Just to play devil's advocate, if Harrison actually beats Zoo, why wouldn't his trilogy be okay with you, but you were okay with the Wilder trilogy? Like, what's the difference in that?
Something. Wilder's trilogy had a contract to it. So if Wilder trilogy did not have a contract, then Fury wouldn't have got the second fight. So you can't jump to the third without figuring out the second. There wouldn't have been a second fight if Wilder didn't honor it. So then he jumps to the third fight because of a contract. If there was a contract between Harrison and Charlo to fight, I can't say shit about it. It's contract.
But CYP, remember that's not how it went exactly. Remember the first fight was a draw, so the contract was null and void. So Wilder and Fury went separate ways. Wilder wanted the fight again, so they made it happen. So that fight had a rematch clause. The second fight had a rematch clause.
Yes. So there will be no reason for a trilogy if they didn't have a contract. Is what I'm saying. There ain't no contract between Harrison and Charlo. That's just people talking. So I asked the people again, if they do have the fight, will you watch it on pay-per-view or will you sit back and bootleg the shit? That's the question. And then what the fuck does it do for Charlo? It does nothing for Charlo to knock out Harrison again.
I mean,
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But if Zoo earned that position by beating the mandatory, how is it nothing? It's an earned trilogy. It makes sense.
No, it makes sense. No, it's not about it making sense. It's about the Charlo get credit. That's what I just said. I didn't say shit about making sense.
I mean, he got to get credit, though, champ. He got to get credit because the dude earned his position back.
No, he didn't earn it. Zoo earned it. This is Zoo. This is Zoo's fight.
And he beat Zoo. And if he beats Zoo, that gives him the position.
No,
but I'm going to get back to you. I got Bill Haney on, champ. No disrespect.
To help Harrison.
I'll
Hey,
be
hey,
right back.
CYP, CYP.
What up?
Hey, 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 hey.
How's
Listen,
everything, Bill?
man, shout out to the boxing voice, man, the voice of the streets, the voice of the people, the voice of DHP and Bill Haney. You dig? Thank you, for having me always the open platform. Man, listen, I was just in the chat. That was me. And you know what? Thank you, Ness. Thank you, Danny. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, a lot of guys just in the chat, and I love their energy, but they can't actually call up and get on, man. You see what I'm saying? So thank you for giving the platform to me. You know what I'm saying? And man, what is they talking about, T.O. and them, man? What is wrong with them?
I know you seen that punch video that he dropped with his father saying you threatening him and that you've been looking for him at the corner
Man, listen.
store.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing. Listen, let me tell you. He been hiding so long, I don't even know what I'm looking for him for. You know what I'm saying? So, it can't be that serious, right? Because he don't want to do no fighting. They ain't talking about doing no fighting, and now he pops up with a video, right? But we're not gonna worry about that. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Amari Jones and doing a wonderful job over there with Tim Zoo down there at that Split T boxing gym. Tim Zoo getting ready for that fight with Harrison, right? Who was he fighting?
Tony Harrison.
Tony Harrison.
Ooh, that's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. Shout out to Tony Harrison and that Detroit, that Motor City, and what he's doing. I got on my Cardis too, like Tony right now.
I
So
see you with the buffs.
yeah, I got on the Buffs, man. So shout out Detroit, Licia Bumgardner, and the whole Detroit, that whole Detroit crew. That's gonna be a hell of a fight, Ness. Danny, matter of fact, Danny was over there at the gym too, and he got a chance to see Tim as well, and Amari.
I did, yeah. I was you might have missed it. I was telling us earlier how that was great to see. Especially for Amari being young. Got to see Tim get some rounds in with
Right.
Ethan, another young fighter. So definitely you know good to see those guys get the work in and get that experience in with world class, especially international fighters.
Absolutely, and for exactly for Tim, to give an opportunity, of course, to those two young guys and work on the things that he's working on, because at that level, of course, um, they have a certain fighter that they're working on, so they're not trying to necessarily do anything but putting in the work. And for Amari to a young fighter to carry that kind of load and be helping Tim, man, it's just it was good to see, wasn't it, Danny?
Nah, definitely good to see. I was right there with my popcorn. I had to back up, bro, because it got to a point in the sparring where certain shots. Now I got sweat landing on me. I'm like, let me back the fuck up.
They
Man.
got that
Oh yeah.
serious.
Oh no, it was good. It was good work. And you got a world class guy and a young up and coming guy. So it was good to see.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ness, is
Yes, sir.
is Kenneth Sims, because you had it on the poll, and I picked Kenneth Sims because that was the best guy, and I know Kenneth Sims, and I know he deserves a shot at a stage. You have Michael Williams Jr. and Senior, hell of a team, father son duo, who also are getting a shot at Adrian Broner. Is now seems like the time where guys are getting the shots, because we can look at the fighters and saying this is not a great fight, but also we can look at the fight and say this is an opportunity for some fighters and families to do something that's historic, groundbreaking, and something that's just never been done. Is this not kind of like the way the times are getting now?
Man, I don't know what times we in now. I
Me neither.
honestly, it's I never seen this. People don't want to fight Shakur in the WBC. I've been interviewing fighters long enough to hear this phrase over and over that the WBC is the most prestigious belt. But as the years go by, they're taking away from that prestige, and trainers, promoters, and fighters alike are now starting to say that belts don't matter. You got guys not wanting to fight Shakur for an eliminator. He's gone through the top 6. Regis is a champion offering fights, and they don't want to fight. They're talking about percentages. I mean, we brought up Tio wanting $4 million, then asking for 10. It's like these dudes, they want to be Floyd Money Mayweather without going through the pretty boy stage. Like, Floyd took 30% versus Oscar. Floyd put on big gloves versus Oscar. Floyd became the B-side. You tell a dude to take 35%, these days they saying it's disrespect. Like, T.O. Sr. is saying there's no money in the fight. The other guy, Ramirez, is saying 35% is disrespectful. Meanwhile, that's what the WBC rules call for. I don't know what times we in, Bill. You know better than me, man. You know better than me.
Well, I always try to look for the positive, and it's a whole lot of positive in boxing right now. It's an opportunity for Devin, being a 24-year-old guy, and he's continued to chase legacy. He's continued to try to make the biggest and the best fights happen, right? An opportunity for a 24-year-old guy to then face a Lomachenko. You have a fighter in Adrian Broner who's fighting for independence. He's fighting for AB. He's fighting for his family. He has a whole lot of things that he's fighting. He's battling depression. He's battling mental health. He's battling alcoholism. These are all the stories and the signs of a comeback kid. But then you have the comeback kid given an opportunity to a young and up-and-coming family like the Williams, Michael Williams and Michael Williams Sr., who were wrote off, who said that they were going to do something that was non-traditional, like what similar to what Devin and his dad is doing. For the doors to be shutting, and then now God has blessed them to have an opportunity at Adrian Broner. Now, isn't that a hell of that's a storybook? You have Jose Benavidez and Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, who was climbing up the hill, suffered that loss with Canelo, and now could rebound against a hell of a team and family in the Benavidez family, who's been clawing and looking for that opportunity to show how great they are. Him and the dad, Jose, a dear friend of mine, who's been very instrumental because his son started at 17 years old, and Devin started at 17. And I was very close to the Benavidez in terms of, moving and how, and we went to Mexico. So a lot of our story is very similar. And I talk to him a lot. But Caleb is my man as well, growing up and him, watching him develop in that gym, being wrote off as just a regular white guy. And I saw him come to the gym day in and day out, and he said, man, I'm not just a regular white guy. I'm a bad motor scooter. And for him to do that in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, man, all these things are storybook. These are the things that needs to be sensationalized about boxing versus us saying what we're not getting. And we can talk about what we're not getting to. We're blue in the face.
Well, let's talk about what we are getting, Bill. What are the people getting from Devin and May?
Well, May 20th, you can expect a graduation in maturity class, ring generalship. You're going to get a chance to see an elite fighter go up against a Hall of Fame veteran, 3-division, 2 Olympic medal having, pound for pound fighter, former pound for pound, but universally recognized as a all-time great in Lomachenko. You will see a graduation where Devin will handicap him. He will handle him in a way and make everyone say, damn, that's Lomachenko done got old, which we know. It's an opportunity for us to show how great we are against a great fighter, but it will not be an easy task. The night will be a chess match of traps and opportunities for each fighter to advance. We'll show you how good Devin is, both his reflexes and his skills. And that's just the way it goes. Lomachenko has dominated guys with reflexes that have been less superior than him. We don't put an age on it. We know the pretty boy fought all the way and he's still fighting. Bad motor scooter that TB is. But we know that at 35, Lomachenko possesses the same dangerous shit that Linares did. So we give him all his grams and his props. That's why we go into it prepared. We don't let the people say what this thing is not, because it's not too many guys have stepped up and accepted a challenge or challenged Lomachenko and had any success.
So is it May? Are we
20th?
May 20th.
Oh, May 20th.
It's May 20th, but only thing that I can do, I can't announce that it's happened because the fighters haven't signed off on it, right? You know, and until the fighters sign off on it, until Top Rank, in which they'll make the announcement, or ESPN or whatever, you know what I mean? I can only do my due diligence to stay on course that Lomachenko is May 20th.
Why do Top Rank and PBC have May 20th booked at the MGM?
That part of the business, in terms of the venue and ultimately being able to decide whether it's going to happen in Saudi Arabia, whether it's going to happen in New York, or even Madison Square Garden, that'll ultimately come down to Top Rank and Devin, and you know, ultimately where it is, because, you know, it's not like they can take it just anywhere, but Devin is always open to it going to the best place for everyone. And that's the thing I think that's different, but between everyone is saying A side, A side, A side. A side is some diva shit to say that you don't want to make some shit happen, right? If you're in the boxing business and you're into making fights happen, then if you came up through the ranks, you've treated guys that are B side as A side because they need to come in for the development. It's at some point in time you say you're no longer developing and you're on some shit. Devin at 24 is still developing. So the guys that we bring in and the way in which we talk to them, the way in which we host them, their teams and all that shit is of professionalism because we understand it, right? Now they could be looking at Devin like he's their end of the road. We're looking at them at there are beginning. Now, it can be a fight for it, like that's what an event is, but it won't be no misunderstanding to our places and who we are.
Can you explain if there's been any differences in negotiating with Lomachenko and any previous opponents?
No
differences at all?
Excuse me?
No differences at all?
No.
So they didn't have to like prove the draw that they say Loma is? Like you didn't see analytics? I mean, because they claim he brings in a lot of viewership and sponsorship. I'm assuming
there's no mistake who Mr. Lomachenko is, his team, the country of Ukraine, and what they bring to the table as an event, as a people, as a collective. We have all due respect for them and all the other teams, whether it be the Australian team and the government of Australia. We have all respect. You know what I mean? It's about making the event happen. And, you know, you can, a word sometimes in negotiating, you know, can sometimes seem harsh, but when it's a give and take thing to make the event happen, then pretty much the guy that feels that he's the winner is open, right? You feel like you're going to win, right? A lot of times these guys be saying that they're the winner and they feel like the winner. But if you feel like you're the winner, then you're kind of open for some shit, right? You know, but if you feel like it's maybe a 50-50 fight and it's maybe like, you know, this is the career defining fight. This is, everyone is in different places in life. I can only speak where me and Devin is. If someone came in and said, Bill, I need you to articulate the position where our team is, I can articulate it, right? But it might be a different position than where Devin is and we are. And that's just that's just differences and team and the trajectory. One guy is cool with getting some money and being an attraction, and then you have one guy that's saying, "Listen, I want to live on forever. I want my career and my work to speak for itself forever, based on what legacy and based on the fighters and all that." And then you have another situation where, it's only about the bag, right? So you have two different ways of looking at it with two different fighters.
How far are we from announcement for Devin's undisputed defense, Bill?
That's a great question, and the way that you put it is the undisputed defense. Very rarely do you ever hear undisputed defense. We defended all the titles in Australia, and now we show back to America with them. But it's very important that you not only show back up with them, but you show back up to give opportunity to the world and to all the fighters in the world, Adam, to really reign supreme as being the best in the division. And part of that always is always our tech, not saying, oh, well, we got Loma and we only got Loma and this is the side of the street. No, that's what they used to say. That is not the truth. You know what last minute replacements are. The world knows this boxing business more than people are giving credit. They just hide behind not coming on the platforms and telling the truth. You don't know what's going to happen until you actually get two fighters in the ring. It's not a fight, how I learned it from the old timers, until they are in the ring and the bell goes ding. Because before that, you always have opportunities for things to happen. And people want me to make those things happen. I said, first, let's become aware of it. Let's hold the fighters, managers, trainers accountable for those things. And that means that the people drive it. Huh? The people drive the fight. When the people say that it's not a fight, the executives is looking and saying, "Oh, this is not going to be
I
a good one.
see
It's
you,
not going to sell."
Bill. I see you. You changed your name, huh? I'm like BH. I can't find it. I put Bill Haney. That motherfucker came right up, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
why I tell fighters all the time, like, ain't nobody searching your nickname. People searching your real name. Shout out to Bill Haney. Did you also go public? Because you've been private.
Okay, yes. Well, listen, shout out to,
Look at that
listen,
smile.
because listen, no one got a chance to see. Shout out to BH the Great and his retirement. He's gone.
He retired.
Yeah, he's retired. He's gone.
BH the Great put up.
BH the Great is gone.
So you
He's
still
gone.
sharp though, right?
Huh?
You still sharp though, now, because now it ain't no BH the Great. Now it's Bill Haney. He's still sharp, right?
Well, I'm really in my truth. I'm really in my truth who I am. You know, I'm a father, you know what I mean, a man, you know what I'm saying, a friend, partner, you know what I mean? And that's just the truth, you know what I'm saying? And when you hear people saying, well, I um something about somebody's family and what this guy was saying, that's all bullshit, right? We're talking about boxing business, sports and entertainment. I came to the liquor store looking for a fight. I wasn't looking for your family. I wasn't looking for any of that kind of stuff. We came looking for a fight. Your son
So that was
and
true.
my son.
What Tio Senior said. Y'all
Yeah,
ran into each other at the liquor store.
But when you say fight, you mean to make a fight with your sons, not to physically fight.
You heard what I said, Ness.
No, I gotta have you elaborate.
Well, you take it the way you want to take it.
No. I want you to elaborate because I don't want people to take it how they want. I don't want them to interpret it the way they want negatively, just because that's what they want to put out there.
Well, no. What Teofimo Sr. constantly, no matter if we got to fight with Lomachenko or we got to fight with Linares, whoever we got to fight, this shit is not going to stop with him. Our sons need to settle it in the ring, nothing else. They need to settle it in the ring. And he goes from platform to platform. So I went looking for him, right? I couldn't find him nowhere. He came back out on Punch Drunk Boxing and said, uh, the video that he recently said. And anybody that want to do it, go over to Punch Drunk and watch Teofimo Sr. act a fool and say things that don't even make sense, because we're talking about boxing. And they say everything except let's fight.
Bill, I
Baby,
wanna
Bill.
ask you a question, kind of based off of this, but not really. And maybe Danny, if you feel I've interpreted and I'm
All right,
giving
listen.
him the
All
information
right.
wrong, you can jump
We
in. But we
listen.
had a previous. You got to go.
No.
Oh.
She's going to school, and just say hi. Just wave. Just wave. Hi. Boxing voice. TBV. Okay.
Hey, Bella.
Okay. She said, "Hey, Bella." He said, "Hey, Bella." Okay. So we love the kids. We love family. It's about parent to partner. That's what it's about, Ness. And that's what it's about. It's about a parent that will go to the liquor store. He will go to school. He will go anywhere about his kid and about his partner, and making and helping the kid develop, helping the kid's career, helping the kid, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm just a parent that has turned into a partner that's enthusiastic about helping my kids, man. You see what I'm saying? And I'll do anything to help them.
But
But
this is why I want to ask you this question. As a guy that's promoting parents to partners, you obviously became a partner with your son, and in a state that is legal, gun legal, or what's this?
Open carry.
Open carry state. Me and Danny experienced something over the weekend that I had never experienced in all my years in the gyms. And I feel like there's no place for a gun in the gym, regardless if you're security, you're a trainer, a fighter. And I just wanted to know how you feel about that, because this is an open carry state, and where we were
yeah,
visiting.
no. This is a place. My son is a legendary. He was fighting in school, and I took him from fighting in school, so he wouldn't be fighting in school. Go to the gym. When he went to the gym, I found out that he was a natural, and then we used his natural gift to do everything that we doing. So don't nobody make a mistake and do that bullshit. Don't listen to nobody. That's what I'm telling you. Nobody. Find the stars in your house within your kids. If it's you in there, then you the star. If it's you and your wife, then it's between one of you. But the stars are inside your home. And we found that through this, right? And we took it from that and turned it into something. So I always tell everybody, man, look, and it's a lot of guys that are naturally good at it. I mean, just naturally know how to. And if you can naturally fight, and then you naturally do that, and then you get money and all the stuff, you don't know where the trajectory of your family is going to go, Ness. So we ain't on none of that BS. And that gun does not need to be in the gym, just like that gun does not need to be in the basketball gym, or the gun. This is a career that guys that come from prison, guys that come from the projects, guys that come from middle class, right? You can get in it, and it's a career, whether it be the journalism, whether it be, promotion, whether it be management, right? And I want to let people know that you're not wrong. You're not wrong because he knows how to fight, or he's not wrong because he's aggressive. Let's take that, bottle it up, and put it in a heavyweight body. And you got, you know what you got when you got that ring walk, Danny.
So, Coach, what about those internet sensations, right? Like, again, I'm speaking specifically father, sons, and father-daughter relationships. You're naturally a protective person. Now your child has become an internet sensation because they chose to go a certain route. And again, I'm just giving you the excuse. I don't want a bad word. I'm giving you the reasoning I was given. Okay. And they're like, yo, I got to protect my family. You know my family from the internet. We don't know you, things like that. So obviously, Haney was raised on the internet too. And you got a lot of people that knew you before you knew them. So just, trying to get you, because it was an interesting conversation in Houston, and I get it. It's a gun state, but that shit was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think it was a lot more surprising for you than it was for me. Like I told you, it's like this a
but
gun
he's
state.
he's
That's a
he's
gun
definitely
state.
agreeing that a gun doesn't belong to Jim.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like.
Well,
I
first
don't
you
even
got to
know where.
ask. First, you got to say 1-800. Is it worth it?
Right. That's right.
Right
Is it?
now, I don't care what's been said. As long as you ain't black my eye, you got still action at being my guy. You see what I'm saying? So, had any blood been shed, or had it been any fights?
No. That's just from it's protection from what.
Okay. Yeah, well, listen. Well, protection, you got to have protection. But one thing I'm saying is, let's not let words cause an action that we can't reverse, right? Let's not let words and actions, because we're talking about boxing and we're talking about fighting, that we go to the streets. There's no reason for it.
I agree, and I wanted your opinion because again, Haney had a lot of success on the internet early on, so maybe you could have had the same reasonings as other fathers that choose to, protect their family in the gym with a gun. I just was uncomfortable. I wasn't feeling it at all. I ain't never been in that situation.
What, did somebody pull it out?
Nah. You just got it. Like, what the fuck? You got it, and then it's on your waist. Like, I'm not understanding. I've been in gyms for 12 years. Like, it ain't never get that crazy where you need a gun in there. Like, yeah, it's animosity. Yeah, dudes take their headgear off and want a fist fight, but I ain't never seen nobody run to the car.
I see what you're saying. It should be a place that's comfortable, at least that it's not visible. Because
especially with the kids.
Especially when I ain't never been to a gym where there ain't a 12-year-old or an 8-year-old or a 13-year-old.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I did. And I wanted your thoughts because not a lot of fathers had their son on the internet exposed to millions. Like, before Devin was a pro, he had millions and millions of views on YouTube, so people knew him. And maybe you felt that way too. Like, yo, I don't know who knows us.
No, it's a dangerous time. It's a dangerous time in life. You know what I'm saying? And even though, we're taught to have a strong faith and Allah, strong faith in God. You know what I mean? But you also should tie your camel. And that's something that I've heard of. You have to turn on your alarm. You have to still be conscious and to protect yourself. But also, you're not looking for trouble. So I don't know what the situation was. I can't make the judgment call on it. But a gun open inside the boxing gym will create a certain kind of energy that's, I agree with you, that it shouldn't necessarily be there. So if the guy can, just put his shirt over the gun, then and not show it, then that probably will be best.
For sure. So how's pre-camp going?
Going good. No injuries, none of that. Devin is short. Obviously, we've saw Loma for years now. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of, staying healthy, and just being ready for May 20th. I can't say that it's no thing that we're busy trying to figure this out, or we're busy trying to do this. We're relaxed. Loma is who he is, and Devin is who he is, and they'll meet, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. We'll see the two styles clash.
So I hear that you possibly found a good style matchup for Devin in sparring for the footwork. How has that been?
There's nobody that necessarily at 135 that moves like either one of those fighters, whether it be Lomachenko or whether it be Devin Haney. I think Lomachenko the first time he'll see Devin Haney will be on May 20th, and the first time we'll see Lomachenko will also be on May 20th. but we do the best that we can to have someone come in that moves, and we'll just see. We'll see how as camp. I'll let you know. I'll come back and I'll definitely let you know as camp is going on how everything is working out in terms of the sparring and stuff.
Danny also tells me that Padman has gone to Australia. How's that make you feel? One of your teammates.
Shit, Instagram told me. Shit,
Same
I
thing.
just seen it. Padman pop up out there. I said, man, what's going on?
How's that make you feel that your team
Good.
is being picked up around the
Good.
world?
Good. That's good that our team can others can grow as well and get opportunities, right? So that's good. That's something that me and Devin always always wanted to be conscious of, and always wanted to elevate other members of the team throughout the journey. So we don't hog no light or no opportunities or anything like that. And we're deep, in terms of the team. So when one person is getting work, you got Big Rodney, the man on the UFC side of things. He's doing a lot of work. And then he has our guy, Big Johnny Rice, who might be fighting. Who is that ring walk, Danny? They were talking about potentially somebody. Johnny
Yeah, I'm
Rice.
trying to
I know
think.
he's in the cooker.
Big name?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Big baby.
Oh,
Big baby.
Anderson.
Big baby.
Damn,
Right.
poor Johnny.
That would now there we go. Here's another opportunity for a young hell of a fighter and Big Baby Jared Anderson, who the world will see in a second at that. He's a hell of a team, come from hell of a team, that Jay Prince family down there. And then he's young against Johnny Rice, who's a comeback kid, big old teddy bear of a guy getting in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Big old teddy bear of a guy getting in the ring, and he turns into someone else, an alter ego, right? And everybody's trying to figure out who is Johnny Rice, how he keeps coming and he keeps delivering, right? So these are storybook situations and fights that should be highlighted and elevated. Versus we talking about the other guys that are moving a little bit more slower than others to make the shit happen.
If you had to give Johnny some advice taking that fight, what would it be? Because I feel like on the outside looking in, Johnny don't let his hands go enough for a young guy like Anderson that, creates angles and is high output.
Man, oh man, boy, is that a tall task to go up against that youngster and Jared Anderson, and it ain't a whole lot of stuff, because it's not a whole lot of spots of underdevelopment with the kid. The kid is good, man. The kid is real good. There's not a whole lot of spots. Offhand, we're taking a look, because I haven't been in like camp with Johnny Rice to say, so nothing just stands out to me off top what he can do, other than come in with that heart and determination, that resiliency to lose, that that this is my opportunity in life attitude. Now, I know that he can have as much as he can of that, and it's called for that he do it. Will he do it on that night? You see what I'm saying? But to say the skill set of Big Baby compared to the skill set of Johnny Rice, Johnny Rice knocked the guy's eye. He that last fight, he hit him with a right hand, and his whole eye was done. Right?
Yeah.
Big Baby got the skill set and the defense for that, but does he make a mistake on that night? Does Johnny show up like Buster Douglas at a young Mike Tyson, so to speak? Will that be the night? But this is a hypothetical fight. I don't think it's announced. It's just something I'm geeked about in boxing.
Let me ask you, do you find it easier to face opponents in a professional setting that you've already sparred, or would you prefer your son not to have sparred the person he's going to face?
It's to me, once you've already known a guy and you've sparred a guy, for Devin, the second time is easier. You know, for Devin, I that's all that I could say. That's just easier for him.
To have fought
After you've
someone
seen
that
it,
he
if you've
sparred.
seen him, spar, if you've sparred him and you've seen him, and then when you see him in the ring, it's easier. So when you don't and you go with the unknown, right? Then that's different. That's different because you don't know.
Does that work both ways? Like, even if Devin hypothetically got off on someone, can the person that sparred him and didn't do well also have an advantage or feel comfortable because he sparred him already?
Well, for Devin, because he has so many tools that he can only use when he first get down with you. He uses a certain skill set. He uses certain tools, but once he knows that he can win with those tools, the next time he comes, he has a whole nother set. The other guy comes back with the same set of tools to fight, and then he adjusts. You know what I mean? Because he's deep in the tool department.
For sure. So I know you kind of touched on Plant and Benavidez because you know them both. Are you picking a winner or no?
Shit, no, that's so tough. Ooh, that is tough. But guess what though? When you have guys, when you have those kind of fights, they want him to be tough. That's what Caleb is looking for. He's looking for the smoke. That's what Benavidez is looking for, the smoke. They're not looking for to fight no guys that you just know that the winner is. They want you to fight. They want to fight somebody that you think can beat them, and they're delivering. That's what Devin does. He's trying to get somebody that you think will beat him. That's delivering.
So give us your thoughts. I mean, obviously Terrence Crawford visited the gym. I know Dev's only in pre-camp, but he visited. That must have been something special for the both of you. And if not, what was it like? Also, were you shocked to see your son, who's a 135-pounder, look like a fucking welter, a light heavyweight next to Crawford, or is that just the picture? Damn, did we lose you? Oh shit, we did lose him.
Must have got a call.
Must have got one. If you come to battle, bring
Yeah,
us
I guess he do look a little bit bigger in that picture, huh?
A little bit?
Yeah, I mean,
and I bring that up because Loma said he's a heavyweight. I mean, that shit looks big.
You call this lightweight? This ain't no lightweight. This a heavyweight.
For real, he's big there. Special feature. Special feature. Twitter Spaces special feature.
Hello.
Yo, I seen so many people have something to say about Bud's tracksuit. I don't get it. What's wrong with that tracksuit?
What they saying now?
I mean, it's just mad shit to say. I've seen. I like that shit. Look, all right. Well, we waiting for Bill to come back, and if not, we are taking callers. Discord and Twitter Spaces is available. I see you there, Vel, but I don't know if you know, but you only get one call per show. If you want another one, we do charge a little $5 cash app or super chat. It's called the Counterpunch. Brings you right back. In the meantime, in between time, looks like we got Mike Wilkins that says, I got Arthur, KO and Yard, TBV all day. $2 super chat. Shout out to you. Hot Boxing Minute. Shout out to you. When did we give him his credit? Yesterday or today?
Yesterday.
Because he said,
I don't remember. Really, I promise you I don't.
Yeah, he said sparring is making superstars in boxing, which is true.
Yes.
Which is true.
It
Shout
was a
out to Hot Boxing Minute on TikTok. Special feature, what up?
What up? Yeah, as far as Rougarou and Tio go, all them fights you was talking about earlier sound like good fights to me. I feel like a lot of people would say there's not money in it because they don't want to take that risk. And this is like you were talking about Jake earlier. I don't know if you talked about it. I know Danny watches MMA, he signed up to fight an MMA fight now. He'll be fighting MMA fight, so he can definitely have a lot of people's respect, especially mine, by the end of the year. Because if he beats Fury's brother and then he goes and wins that MMA fight, we can't say nothing
I mean,
about him anymore.
I hope he don't do MMA. He wilding. But
Oh no, he already signed the
I
contract. He
seen him
signed to fight
practicing.
Nate Diaz. No, he signed to fight Nate Diaz.
Oh my God. How old is Nate?
Like 38.
But the thing with that shit is that you could be old because like jujitsu, you could just be on the floor and choke someone out, man.
Very true.
Right.
Well, all right, special feature. You the champ. Let's see on Discord. No one's there. Nest GTO, Instagram, and oh, actually, no. Let me get LJ on. He was available. Let me make sure he's still available. I had told him he had hit me when we had Bill on. I'm like, yo, champ, we ready if you are. What happened?
No, I'm just saying you tell him like super last minute though.
Bro,
CYP with a
we're
counterpunch.
literally communicating. What are you talking about? You haven't been seeing it? He was ready when Bill was on, and I'm like, yo, we got Bill on. So he like, all right, let me know when y'all ready. So he waiting. Danny.
So we
CYP,
going
where
to
you
him?
at?
I thought we was going to LJ.
I text him,
Oh,
are you
that's right.
ready?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Lord have to mercy. CYP, I don't see you in the meantime. In Junior's time, we got Chill Spot Entertainment with the 456. Uh-oh, that's an East Coaster. That's them dice. 456. Yep. Yep.
Is that Discord?
What? What?
The caller?
Yes. Discord. He ain't there no more.
Yo, y'all love using the main shit that be fucking up.
Nah, it's just they new to it. I already sent you the invite. You gotta accept Chillin' or Chill Spot Entertainment. CYP, what up?
Yo.
Yo.
I hear you, CYP. Chill Spot, I hear you too. Just wait, because you took too long. Go for it, CYP.
All right, listen to this, audience. Anybody remember when Povetkin fought Dillian White?
Yes.
Dillian White was in position to fight Fury. He took on Povetkin. Povetkin beat Dillian White. Povetkin was not named a mandatory challenger for Fury. Mauricio explained why, and I'm explaining to you why Harrison doesn't deserve Zoo's spot. Harrison wasn't even ranked in the WBO until just now, and he's number 4. Tim Tszyu picked up every single WBO belt from the Ocean Belt all the way up to become the mandatory. If you look at the WBC side, the interim is Fondura, who beat WBC fighters to become next. To think that Tony Harrison begs his way onto a fight, becomes a replacement, beats Tim Tszyu, and gets Charlo because of that, insane. It's not happening. It does not work that way. You were not next up anyway. There's other dudes who have done it the right way that need to fight Charlo first, like Fondura. Why does Tim Tszyu lose his spot for you? He loses to you. Yes, he don't lose his spot to Charlo. He already earned that. Now you can say, fuck it, Tim Tszyu lose your spot. But that don't mean you're next. Because what you just did was jump the line of all these other dudes who did it the right way. Are we going to be cool with that because we like Harrison more than we like Fondura? I don't like Harrison more than Fondura because Charlo already knocked him out. I want to see Charlo knock out Fondura. I want to see him knock out Tszyu. Then fight Harrison. Harrison should have to do more than fight a no-name, then first off get knocked out by Charlo, then 2 years later fight a no-name to a draw, then fight another no-name to a unanimous decision to get Charlo again. Homeboy, it's been 4 years since you beat Charlo, and the best you can show us is a knockout loss to Charlo, a draw, and a win. Fondura has done better. Tim Tszyu has done better. Both of them dudes and other dudes have done more to get Charlo next. Some of y'all gonna think, oh man, you still want to see him fight Harrison. That's not the point. The point is, I know he's going to beat him, and he's going to do nothing for him. Y'all not going to give him credit because y'all still talking about Harrison being up on the scorecards when he was damn near knocked out the ring. So you just don't like Charlo. So what I want to do is give Fondura a shot. Hopefully Tim Tszyu wins so we can see Tim Tszyu go out there and give Charlo a shot. Clear everything up. In my opinion, there's only one current, undisputed. What I mean by that is undisputed with the 4 belts, but undisputed as well as nobody in the division you think can actually beat him. that is Charlo. He's the only one. If y'all actually think Harrison could beat him, then tell me I'm fucking wrong. If you think Harrison could beat him, I'll change my goddamn mind. But if you just want to see the fight just to see it, that's fucked up for Fondura. That's real fucked up for Fondura, who went in there with Lubin and busted his fucking ass.
I
That's real
mean,
fucked
let
up.
me ask you this. Do you think that Castaño gave Charlo more problems or had a more competitive fight than Harrison?
What you mean, the first one or the second one?
Both?
No, the first one, hell yeah. The first one, in my opinion, I had Charlo win by, I think 1 round I had him winning by. So shit, 1 round is discrepancy. So that draw was legit in my scoring cards. That draw was legit. The Harrison first fight, I don't think Charlo lost. So people who think I'm biased, I literally thought that it could have been a draw with Harrison the first time. Like, damn, Harrison pretty good. Then he fucked him up. Harrison,
Yo,
same way.
CYP,
Fucked him up.
they asking, did you get to sign Charlo's cast?
His
They
cash.
trolling. They trolling.
Oh, so he hurt? He hurt right now?
He's supposed to
Oh,
be
I
hurt.
didn't know.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
why
yeah, I didn't know. I didn't.
that's
why
why
he
we
ain't
ain't
fighting
fighting this
Zoo.
weekend.
No. I didn't get to sign Charlo's, but I signed Harrison's. Remember when Harrison hurt his ankle? I signed that cast. See that? See how it works? So y'all smart. Don't clown me when your stupid ass fighter faked his injury just to postpone and get knocked out anyway. Oops.
But that's the reason for them bringing it up, because Jermell questioned Harrison. So, the WBO questioned Harrison. So then someone came out. Who was it that came out and said, yo, are the WBO going to question Charlo now and ask for proof? Oh, that was Castaño. Castaño.
And what happened to
Because
Castaño?
Charlo also questioned Castaño. So it's just the same energy you put out. You question
No, it is
people's
not.
injuries. They're going to question yours.
Definitely not. Definitely not the same energy. He knocked Castaño out and he knocked Harrison out. So when my man Charlo gets knocked out, question his injuries. Until then, he's given RBIs.
Yeah, but those
real bad injuries.
those injuries came before the knockout, and he questioned
That's not
them.
the point.
Why
You
we
talking
questioning
about right
people's
now.
injuries though?
Yeah.
You talking about right now.
We can't be questioning nobody injury, champ. I just read you a
Bullshit.
joke.
Bullshit.
I read
bullshit.
you a joke that a fan, you got pretty thick skin, champ. You feel me? Take it. You was supposed to come back with something. You couldn't think of nothing quick enough, but bro, we can't.
No, my nigga. You're not listening because you're talking over me. You're not listening.
I
The
let you talk
reality
for 2
is
minutes
the
without saying
first
shit.
person. Hey, you want me to pay for it? You know I got bread. It's nothing to me.
That's cool.
It's nothing to me.
I'm
You
just
want to pay for it?
I'm just
No,
answering
let's
your
pause right now. Let's
lies,
pause.
saying
Let's
that I was
pause.
talking over you
Do
and I
you
let you
want me
talk
to
for
pay
2
for it?
minutes, bro.
Do you want me to pay for it
Do
so I can
whatever
talk
you
on it?
want, bro. I don't care.
No, I'm asking you.
I'm just saying you
I'm asking
lying,
you.
talking about I was talking over you. I gave you your 2
Pause.
minutes.
Pause. Do you want me to pay for it
Bro,
so I can
whatever
go
you
on
want
there?
to do. Whatever.
Just
Hey,
finish
you
the call.
come back quicker, Danny. Come back quicker. Do you want me to pay or not? Come back quicker.
I don't even know what
All
you're
right, then,
talking
man.
about, bro, to be
Exactly.
quite honest with you.
Listen, when
You
the
just said
person
I was
calls in
talking
or they
over you
pay,
when I was mute for
if
2 minutes.
Danny, you talking over me now?
Now, yeah,
You see how that
now.
work?
I mean, yeah,
You
because
talking
you
over
want to
me.
say I'm doing something I wasn't doing, so now I'm going to do it.
You talking over me.
Right.
You talking over me.
The same
Bottom
shit you
line
said
is
I
this.
was doing earlier, but go
Charles,
ahead.
there you go. You still talking over me. Do you want me to pay so I can? Do you want me to pay so you can be
Bro,
quiet?
go ahead.
I just want you
God
to finish
damn,
it
my
up.
nigga. Why do y'all act like this? Just say yes. You want me to pay so you can be quiet. I'll pay. God damn,
I
nigga.
would have been said
it's a
that if
business.
that's what I wanted, champ. I just want you to
No,
go ahead.
I ain't talking. I'm talking to Danny. All you got to do, Danny, instead of interrupting niggas, is say go ahead and pay for your car so you can shut the fuck up so I can talk.
CYP, let me tell you what happened, bro.
That's all you got to do.
You paid the $5. You called in. I'm gonna be honest with
That's
you.
what I'm gonna do. I'm on there.
I'm gonna be
Here
honest
we
with
go.
you.
Go
I
ahead.
wasn't even listening to what you were saying because you and Ness was going back and forth. And I'm gonna be honest. Once you said that you think he was faking the injury, you kind of lost me. But I let you talk, bro. Then you said I was talking over you. So when you said that after I was mute for 2 minutes, I'm like, yeah, cool. I could talk over you if that's what you're gonna tell the world I'm doing. But go ahead.
Don't worry about it, Danny. Hold on. I just gave y'all 20. So please let me run this. Let me run this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to me to support the show. Ain't nothing to me. All I'm saying is this. And if y'all got a problem, why don't y'all super chat y'all punk asses in and talk too. It ain't nothing to drop $5, you broke bitches. But listen to this. It's very simple. I could question anybody I want to question if I knock their ass out. If I'm not gonna fight them, what am I questioning for? I don't question nobody that you ain't about to fight. Brian Castano ain't about to fight Tim Tszyu. So him questioning Charlo don't make sense. Charlo questioning Harrison makes sense. He about to fight him. So if that ain't your business, that's not your business. So it ain't the same energy. If we got a border war set up and the dude say injured and I say, are you faking it? That makes sense because I'm the one supposed to fight him. Anybody else, I ain't, hey, that's on you. That's on you. That's your business. I'm not jumping in another man's business. I'm saying that if Charlo ain't injured and you don't believe it, Castano, what do I got to do with you when he knocked you the fuck out already? Let Tim Tszyu question Charlo's injury. Tim Tszyu is the one that got to fight. That's what I'm saying. It's very, very simple. Motherfuckers hate Charlo so much, they don't even realize when they stumble over the shit they saying. Let it go. And it's simple. Harrison, you divulge off of this topic because the truth of the matter is Harrison does not deserve a Charlo fight over many fighters. But y'all like him so much that you want to see it. Just say that you like Harrison a lot and you want to see the third fight. Don't start talking about no deserved shit. You lying.
But CYP,
you lying.
I really don't get why you upset. The man isn't going to 60. And having history gives you the trilogy. There's money. Like, what do you want him to do? You talking about Fundora? Let's be real. Erickson Lubin had to fight like 3 eliminators. One of those being to Fundora. They never gave him his shot. So Fundora just won his first, maybe second eliminator, and you want him to get a shot, but Lubin...
He still got like 3 more eliminators to go.
That's what I'm saying. Lubin had like 7 of them shits. Like, and again, Lubin deserved it because there's history. History sells fights. Like, everybody got trilogies and rematches.
Nah.
I don't get why you so upset at a potential opponent.
Hold on.
Especially when, realistically speaking, ain't none of them gonna get the shot.
Who is it? Who's Jamel gonna fight? Charles Conwell? Like that? Like there's not big names in that division.
He's going to fight Fundora. He's going to fight Fundora. Stick to the topic. Fundora
He don't
is
got the
WBC
fan
interim.
base of Harrison, my friend.
Oh my God. Harrison ain't got no fan base. What are you talking about?
But
he
you
got
call
no fan base. He got dudes that run their mouth.
CYP, make it make sense. You call in to debate the Harrison fans, but you saying they're not here? You call in almost like we know for a fact. We know for a fact if someone says Harrison was up on the scorecards, you calling in.
TBV dictates phone bases. So now TBV dictates fan base.
No,
are you crazy?
But
no,
when we see their fans show up here, you can't deny that. You call in to debate their scorecard.
No.
All right,
no,
you win then. You don't want to see logic. You won.
Anytime. You're not listening. I debate Charlo. If you were talking about Harrison versus somebody else, I don't give a shit. If you talk about Charlo, I jump in. If you talk about Tank, I jump in. If you talk about Wilder, I jump in. I don't care about the other dude. I don't care about the other dude. You crazy as a motherfucker. I don't care about Harrison. Are you crazy? I care about Charlo. If you take Charlo away from this equation, I'm not even fucking calling in right now. Come on now. The chat knows my triggers. It ain't fucking Harrison. Cut it out, man. Y'all need to cut that bullshit out. Y'all really need to cut it the fuck out. If y'all think that Fundora don't deserve a shot over Harrison because Harrison's more popular, cool. We gonna leave it there. I say Harrison ain't popular at all. That's just what I'm gonna say. We'll leave it there. Hope y'all enjoyed that money. Hope y'all enjoyed this little spat that went on. Danny, no, take it personal, dog. I like you, so I excuse my inflammatory language towards you. It ain't that serious. I fuck with y'all for real, man. CYP out.
I Googled Fundora headline. Danny, you are the almanac. I'm only seeing Ocampos. Has he ever headlined before then?
Damn, he headlined Ocampo?
That's what it says.
He might have headlined like I feel like he maybe not.
Main event for the interim on CBS.
CBS.
Yeah. Middleweight challenge ready. Let me see. The interim continues.
That's some weird shit. But anybody else? 425-569.
Yeah, I don't know why people saying he's got a bigger fan base. So he's only looks like. I mean, maybe we got to do more Googling, but he feels like he's only headline once.
They're gonna say the Mexicans.
I mean, isn't he half Mexican?
I mean, whatever.
Because no, it ain't whatever. But when it's time to say that about Benavidez, that's what they say.
No, I'm just saying exactly, bro. That's the thing. Like,
ain't he like half Cuban.
That's the thing, but
Or is it
I
Colombia?
no, I think you're right. I think you're right, but it's like it don't, bro. People don't care. It's like they gonna use that as the excuse regardless.
Yeah, I'm not. And unless technically also unless the WBO decides that if and when Harrison beats Zoo, I mean it ain't even the WBO. I guess it would be the WBC because WBO is now. Zoo was supposed to fight Charlo Saturday, and that's not happening. So I don't know if it's like the WBA, who Richard Schaefer told me they do not lose their position. Remember, the Richard Schaefer made it clear, like even if we accept step aside money, we're still next. It's not the next sanctioning body, and he said, "I dare them. We could go to court basically." So I don't know that if Harrison
go
wins,
to court for Nonito.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, get him a fight, but I don't know that that's really the case because who was it that contradicted him,
I don't even
bro?
get that shot. Remember, the person got to accept. Maloney's the one not wanting to
But
accept.
who was it that contradicted him? Like you bringing up what he said, and people was like, "No, you take step aside." Who wasn't it? Samson that same week in Mexico. Didn't they say no that you take step aside money that counts as your turn?
We would have to check that. I don't remember that. I remember Schaefer specifically saying they don't lose their spot and that he would sue. Yeah, and boxing scene picked up the thing. But Ari, what up?
Coolness.
What's up, brother?
Nah, this Corey, man, from Carolina.
Oh, what's up? This over here on
what up,
Discord. What's going on, Chill Spot Entertainment?
Discord, yeah. You told me to be quiet, but Discord from Carolina, man. This is just my other little Discord thing. Couple of things though, man. For one, I think Tim Tszyu gonna stop Harrison late. But dealing with the topic, I wanted to touch on that with Teofimo. I think that Yigit fight would be good for Teofimo, man. That's a good a non-threatening fight for him. We can get a little bit of money while he waits to figure out what he's gonna do. I was gonna go in on the dude, because we all know that Teofimo and his daddy be pushing that gold medal flower, But when you said that the man was going through a divorce and having the problems with his wife and the children and everything, it made me have some sympathy for the man.
Man,
So
that
I
shit
wanted to
happen
kick
every
some
day,
game.
B. That shit happen every day.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
but it
go
happened to regular dudes, not world-class
Bro,
athletes that got to
what's
get a
that?
ring and fight. Get your ass out.
Man,
You didn't even
and-
got a kid, bro. You be so
Oh, my
insensitive to
God.
so many
Hey,
things. It's retarded.
Hey, hold on.
All right, so
but
is
look,
y'all back insensitive since he back with her
Okay.
and she back expecting another
as
child?
a divorcee myself,
So
Go ahead, caller.
So is it
You've
out
been
the
through a
window?
divorce.
I'm curious. Is it out the window now since
What?
he back with her?
Yeah.
We got to see, is he going to stay with her, man? We don't know if it's a toxic relationship. Look at what happened to Mike and Robin Givens. You just young, dog. It's understandable. You ain't seen this. History repeats itself. Boxing knows women cause issues.
I'm not saying that.
No,
they
you
don't.
are
He's
saying that. You are saying that. You talking about, oh, excuses. Bruh, this shit is real. Look at Mike. He ain't go through it on TV. Motherfuckers don't think Robin Givens is a witch because of what she did. Get your ass out of here, bruh. If you don't know, you don't know. Like, you can't always be right.
Bro, just because I have an opinion, that don't mean that I'm not right. But okay.
All right, bro. All right.
I've been
Women don't do nothing to your
Bro, I
psyche.
didn't say, bro. All right, go ahead, champ. Good, my bad.
Look at this other guy in the chat. You're getting timed out for that. Y'all terrible, man. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
So what I was gonna say is though, man, I seen Teofimo when he won that Loma fight. I didn't like how Loma was tagging him up towards the end of it, and so I said, he might be working with a little something. And then he fought Kambosos, and that one punch changed the fight. And I'm like, okay, I just give him the benefit of the doubt on that one punch changed the fight. Then this last fight that he had with the Heisman night, I'm just like, okay, man, this guy really needs some work. He got potential, but he need work. And that's what I was going to suggest. I was going to say, man, maybe if he swallowed his pride, he has to get rid of his father, man, and he needs another trainer. I would love to see him with the likes of Bozy Ennis or Derek, Earl Spencer's trainer, somebody like that, somebody to work on. He needs to fashion his tools, man. He got a toolbox and he's just missing a couple of tools, and that's why I said that Anthony Yiggett fight would be real good for him. Something that's non-threatening. He can go ahead and get that win, get the money, and then figure out what he needs to do. But he got to get rid of his pops, man. He needs another trainer, and that's it, fellas. Oh, next, I might have a up and coming fighter, man. He's 147. He's 2-0. I don't know if he want to do an interview. I was going to ask him. He's moving to Carolina from New York. Whenever he moves, if he's interested in doing the interview, would that be okay if I hit you up?
For sure, champ. For sure. Big, little, small. We interview them all, man. Hit me up on Instagram is the best way to communicate. Ari, what up?
What's happening, guys? Thank you for bringing me up. I wanted to say I agree with the gentleman that was just talking. I think Teofimo's a good fighter, but I think he needs a different trainer. I think his dad has to, not step aside, but listen, just take a secondary role, and just let somebody different. Because if his dad is out here saying like, oh, he looks sharp, he looked like this, he's lying to his son, and his son is lying to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that Teofimo definitely needs somebody else to help him in the corner, to take a lead role in the corner, and he can't just have his father be a yes man, to him pretty much. And but I do think it's unfortunate, and I think it's shameful that Teofimo Lopez and Jose Ramirez are using the same excuse to avoid Regis. You know what I'm saying? This whole 35% is bullshit, because that wouldn't be the case if they negotiate without the fight going to purse bid. You know what I'm saying? And you getting a title shot. And then I want to address what CYP was saying about Tony Harrison. I think that, listen, Tony Harrison is a very good boxer. I think if he beats Tim Tszyu, he definitely puts himself in a position to get a third Charlo fight, and I think that fight will do well. The reason why I say that is because the build up to the fight, the history behind it, the shit talking. I think it'll be a great build up to get for a third fight. But I also do agree that Fundora should also get his shot. You know what I'm saying? So I think Fundora also has put in work to try to get a shot at the title as well. So I think those are both very good fights. But depending on what they do when Charlo comes back and all that, we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, that's my call. I just wanted to just say those things, man. Thank you, guys.
All right. Shout out. Next up, looks like we got Big Balls Nino.
Yo, you can hear me?
Perfect.
Yo, it's good. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I got in here not too long ago, but niggas was talking about Tony Harrison and whatnot. I'm going to speak on that real quick. I know CYP was talking, that's my California brother, but he was like, do you think Tony Harrison can beat him? Speak up right now or whatever. And I mean, he is the only person who ever beat Charlo. So, yeah, I think he could beat him. I don't know why he don't think he could beat him, but yeah, I think he could beat him. And I think he do deserve a shot. I don't understand why he can't get a third fight when he already didn't he pick up another win? He picked up a win not too long ago. And like you said about Fundora, if you really look at it, Tony Harrison got more of he got a better case to say he deserved to fight over Fundora, because Fundora just beat Lubin, who Charlo knocked out in like 1 round, 2 rounds. Didn't he knock him out like 1 round, 2 rounds? And it's like Tony, the one who beat Charlo, you know what I'm saying? He lost the second fight, but it's like, shit, who don't get that third fight when an underdog take the belt from the champ win it back. Then it's like that third fight, like Tarver, Roy Jones, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's always a third fight. So I don't understand why people mad at Tony Harrison. I feel like shit, he don't even gotta fight Zoo to get his shot, to be honest. It's just like Sean Porter had that shit happen when it wasn't no trilogy, but shit, he lost his belt. He had one fight and he was right back in with Earl, I think it was. So it's like shit, when you at that championship level, you ain't gotta do too much to get right back in there. And like you said, he already beat the dude once, so I feel like he should get another shot at it. And with Regis and Teofimo, I think Teofimo gonna stay far away from Regis as long as he can. He got to get in there because shit. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I actually had him losing that fight against Serge. What's his name? Let's start with an S. I forgot his name, but the last dude he fought on Heisman night, dude, it started with an S. The dude who beat up Mikey. But I think he gonna stay away from Regis as long as he can. And like I
Talking
said, T.O.
about
just need to. It started with an L. I
yeah,
forgot
Marine or
dude's
some
name.
shit, right? Ain't it like Marine or
Yeah,
Martine?
Sergio Martin, some shit like that. But I actually felt that was a real close fight with Tio. Like everybody been saying, I don't know how much the coach mean or the mental or whatever, but Tio just ain't been looking the same. But I think he would look a little different with a coach. I don't know who. I know Ari just said Bozy. I don't know about Bozy. That Philly shit a little different. Tio just too Hollywood.
Sandor Martin.
Sandor Martin, yeah,
Right.
that's his name, Sandor Martin. That was a real close fight with Tio. After that fight, that's when I was like, yeah, Tio need to stay away from them top dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like he need to get his confidence back up where you feel me, where he feel like he back in the loop. I feel like after he beat Loma, his head got a little too big. He felt like he was on top of the world and shit. He coming back down to earth now, especially after this last performance. But that's pretty much all I got, man. I'll be back here later today. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. That's all I got.
Appreciate the call, champ. Looks like we have Carlos with the counterpunch.
He hasn't popped up just yet. In the meantime, we got James Benitez. James, you got to unmute. Man, they doing
Hello, you
Tony
hear me?
Crowley dirty, bro. This is crazy already. Yeah, what's up?
Hello, you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, I thought you was going to CYP for a counterpunch or something.
Yeah, he just jumped on. If you want to wait, I'll come back to you. However you want to do it, champ.
I mean, yeah, I'll get it off real quick, man. I'll get it off real quick. For Teofimo, I think the only two safe fights from that list would be either Dakota Linger or Anthony Yiggett. I don't think there's a problem with any fighters questioning Charlo based off of Charlo's past history and everything. You know, we could talk about the tainted water bottle, the playing hide and seek with the WBC with the VADA testing. So it's not a problem with any fighters asking questions regarding verifying Charlo's injury. Tony Harrison, that is definitely a good money fight. So I think that's the fight that everybody will definitely be interested in because of the history. And other than that, man, I know CYP gonna have some shit to say, man. So I'm just ready to hear it, man. Other than that, I'm out, man. Peace.
James, you the man. CYP.
Damn right, motherfucker. Hold on. Let me say two. One thing positive. Today is my 2-year anniversary, my marriage anniversary. So shout out to my wife, Keith. She probably ain't gonna listen, but shit, it's in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, if you in the chat and I could find you and you talking that shit, if I could find you and you happen to just show up on the back call once, I'm in your ass. I don't care the gender either. Everybody can get it. If you say something smart and I catch you back there, I'm jumping on you. So I advise you to tread water very, very carefully because I'll drown your ass. Secondly, when it comes down to my man Fondor, people saying, Harrison deserves a more shot than Fondor. I said, well, 4 years ago is when Tony Harrison beat Charlo. That was 4 years ago. Since then, he's fought two guys. One guy was a nobody, and he got a draw with him. Wasn't ranked. Next guy was my guy, what's my man, Sergio Garcia, who Fondor already beat. So he fights the guy that Sergio Garcia that Fondor already beat. So now they're equal. But then Fondura beats Lubin. So I'm trying to figure out, since you got your shot, right, at Charlo, Fondura has done way more than you to earn his spot. But for some reason, you still deserve it more than him. Look, all y'all dudes who say, oh, he's so black friendly, he helping everybody else, Fondura ain't black. Harrison is. And I'm telling you right now, Fondura deserves the shot over Harrison. What is the problem? What's the problem with Fondura fighting him and then Harrison fighting him after? What's the problem with that? I'm really confused on why you have a problem with that. And then you go to the WBO side. Tim Tszyu collected every single belt possible to get a shot at Charlo in the past 4 years. So out of the two men, one dude has done the absolute least to get another shot, a third shot at Charlo, when the other dudes have never even gotten one. I don't understand this. He got two. Y'all want to see him get three before the other dudes get one. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You gonna yell or you gonna talk to me? Nah, but I'm just
Hey,
curious.
man.
I'm just curious. What belt? No. Is Charlo
Go
undisputed,
ahead.
right? Charlo's undisputed.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
what's
sir.
all the belts that you claim Tim Tszyu picked up for him to earn his shot? You talking like the
The
regionals?
W, yes, all the regionals, the WBO, the regional, the Ocean, all of
No.
those, all the way up.
I just wanted.
Yes,
I was just trying to clarify,
yes.
cause okay.
Yes, and then Fondura on the other side picked up the belts to get there from the diamond to the interim. They both did what they're supposed to do. Then on the IBF side, they got the Russian dude is ranked higher than Harrison there too.
I mean,
So the
Harrison
Russian
just
dude
won
is
a regional too, champ. So it ain't all of
my
them.
guy.
You know,
No,
I'm
he
just
won
saying.
the WBC. He won the WBC under the one that Fondura has. He won under Fondura. Already let that one go. He won the one under Fondura. He's still under Fondura in WBC. IBF, the Russian dude is next for the IBF mandatory. He's already been named because Charlo had to pick whether it be Zoo or the Russian dude. He picked Zoo first. Russian dude's coming next. So what makes people think that he wouldn't even fight Harrison anytime soon? He wouldn't. He wouldn't even
Oh
fight.
yeah,
He
I don't
would
think
not fight
that. I
Harrison.
don't think. I thought you was thinking
No
that.
time soon.
I don't think
No,
that.
no. People keep talking about next. I'm like, dude, cut it out. He ain't fighting
Bro,
him
I
next.
thought it was you in your head this whole time saying you just mad because you just assuming
No,
that because
no,
You know Tony probably gonna win, and you just assuming he gonna get the shot next. This whole time I'm
no,
thinking it's just
no,
you
no,
just mad, and I'm like, yo, what's up with Carlos today? He woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
no,
Oh.
no, not at all. I don't mind them fighting. I'm saying that people tripping with this. He got next shit. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
y'all
no,
not paying attention.
I definitely don't think he got next. Hell no.
Thank you. Well, I'm done. Y'all have a good day.
Oh,
And
you
I'm
have a
telling you,
better
if I
one.
catch you creeping, if y'all creeping in that chat and you come back there, I'm gonna light your ass up. That's why they call me the bully. CYP out.
All right, cool. Appreciate the call, man. See, sometimes when you don't yell, you actually get to hear what the other person's saying, and then y'all understand each other.
Shots fired at me. Big trap. What up?
Hello.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
Hey, man, I heard y'all speak about this like a month ago, man, with the Charlo. I know it's a different Charlo. I'm talking about Mall. But I bought tickets to the Selecki fight back in Houston, right?
Uh-huh.
And the fight got canceled.
Yeah.
Bro, you know I just got my money back for that shit.
Bro, there's people
Like,
still ain't get their money back for that fight. My
hey,
own producer bought 2 ringside tickets. That shit was like $1,300. He ain't even get his
bro,
money
listen,
back.
He
listen,
dumb.
listen,
No, he got
listen.
an
This is what I
email
had to
from
do,
them
man.
that they finally about to send it, but
No. But I'm just saying.
Hey,
I
this
mean, maybe
this
he
what I
just
had to
wanted to
do.
go enjoy it,
nah,
but
I think it was his lady bought it for him.
uh,
Go ahead.
Hey,
Sorry, sir.
this what I had to do. Hey, so I reach out to them like, hey, can I get my refund? They like, nah, because the fight might get rescheduled. So I'm like, bro, I'm in the military. Like, I'll be gone on deployment by the time y'all reschedule this shit. Can I get my money back? They had to open a ticket for the shit, and they just gave me my shit, bro. This was like a fucking 6-month process.
That's
That's
crazy,
just
bro.
ridiculous.
You got to come up with a
That's ridiculous,
reason you need your money back. They terrible.
bro. That shit
I would have
ridiculous.
just reported fraud because y'all stealing at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah, I mean, look at when that fight was scheduled for. I mean, it don't even
I
make
forgot that
sense.
fight was even scheduled. But yeah, bro, it's like y'all, I paid for a product that I'm not getting. Y'all choose to not give me my money. Y'all stealing, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, but I want to speak on
Bro,
dude
you see
who
they
just
in
got off.
federal. You see they in federal court right now, right? They got them like in front of. They got them at the Ticketmaster and all them cocksuckers.
Yeah, bro.
Ticketmaster,
Hey,
Live Nation, all them motherfuckers in federal court right now.
Wow.
bro, that shit just make you nervous, man, to go to these fights and pay for these tickets and shit, man, because you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, look at this Charlo. This Charlo injury. He's supposed to be fighting this. He was supposed to be fighting this weekend.
Yeah, now it's waiting time and Tim
Hey,
about to fight some Tony, so it's like that ain't gonna be next to Charlo, and if it is, when is it gonna be next? September, October? Like, man, I'm so over this shit.
yo, but Harrison got your boy spooked, man. What's CYP? Whatever the fuck his name is, the cock rider, Charlo cock rider.
Oh damn, he
Harrison ain't.
definitely calling back.
He coming for you.
Hey, Harrison,
He
he ain't even
definitely
won the
coming.
fucking fight yet. Harrison ain't even won the fucking fight yet, bro. And he already thinking of reasons for Charlo to duck this man. Like, what's up, man? Harrison ain't even won the fight. He know purebred boxers are the kryptonites for that Charlo in general. Hell, he went life and death with Trout. So, man, come on, bro. Get off Charlo dick.
Oh man, well I appreciate the call. Stick around, cause
Yeah,
yeah,
hey,
he
hey,
coming. He gonna
either
come for
way, I
yo.
just made y'all some money. I just made y'all some money because I know that fucking idiot can go call back.
Holy shit.
Damn.
I'm out, Joe.
All right.
You got some balls, man. That man will find you on the internet. What was that? My Superman. I will find him. That was the best fucking
Like,
General Zod.
There you go.
oh, Big Trap, they coming for you, Big Trap.
Oh man.
But Big Trap took shots at me too, man. It's always good to have, strong personalities. I don't see you, CYP, so I don't want to go to James Payne Lethal because you got a counterpunch. So, are you popping on? Oh, I see you there. Invite to speak.
Oh my goodness. Hello?
Yeah, what up?
Oh man, the fucking idiot, the dick rider. Damn. Now, you know what's funny? Everybody gets mad when I read off my credentials. They get mad, and I tell people I never do it unless they fucking try to bully me. I'm unbullyable. How many times I gotta say this every year? I'm unbullyable. You can't bully me. I'm gonna tell you why you can't bully me. For one, according to black people, I'm kind of rich. According to black people, you know what I'm saying? Kind of rich according to black people. A lot of motherfuckers know me and vouch for me. Came onto this show and vouch for me about who the fuck I am. It's simple. I'm just dick riding cocksucker, loser, all that shit. My wife bad. I know that shit. I'm talking. Damn. I'm married and shit. So damn, I'm kind of desirable to women. Most women love me. All women like me. I'm confused. I'm 6 feet tall, built like a god. Real talk. They try to cast me for the next
Hold
Black
on,
Panther,
I'm
but I didn't
curious.
want
I'm
to.
curious.
I didn't want to disrespect. I didn't want to disrespect Chadwick Boseman. Go ahead, man. You can
What?
chime in.
No,
Chime in.
somebody
Cause
just
I'm a
said.
cocksucker.
Somebody just asked, "What is a god built like?" So I just want to get them an
Look,
answer.
go
A
to
god is
my
built
IG.
like
CYP
AJ.
athlete. Yes,
Wilder. Come
yes.
on, man. Those are
There you go.
like when you
There
got a
you go. There you go.
supreme body, when you got like
That's
a
it.
Brad Pitt, you
That's it.
cut up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
come on, bro.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And I've always been like that. I've always been like that. But look, I'm going to take that as a compliment, you calling me names and shit, because we all know I am the fucking example. I am the fucking example of what a black man look like, should be like, sound like, even smell like, motherfucker.
Damn.
That's facts. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. I'm king in these motherfucking streets. I'm king everywhere I walk. I'm the only motherfucker I know that talks the same way everywhere I'm at. I'm in the fucking grocery store right now saying the same shit I always say. I'm in the motherfucking gym saying the same shit I say. You know why they look at me and they just laugh? Because they're looking at a god. CYP out.
Yo, has anybody seen this footage from Memphis? Cause I'm not gonna lie, I've been trying to get this police footage. Has that like been released yet?
What footage?
Yo, so I guess it was like another police brutality
Oh wow.
death case in Memphis or whatever.
Death.
But the oh, I don't even know if it's death. The police brutality, but the video must have been so bad that the police commissioner came out like, before we release it, I just want to tell you guys, you're gonna riot. Just riot peacefully.
Whoa.
So everybody's like, how bad could it be that they giving us a heads up? Like, yo, don't riot too much. It's gonna piss y'all off, but don't riot too much. So I've been trying to see I've been trying to see this footage and shit. Can't find it anywhere, but
Yo,
Ringwalk Danny Nuts GTL the boxing voice.
Yo, hilarious. James Payne, what up?
Audio check.
You straight?
Yeah, Danny, man. Just stay tuned. MPD is gonna release their footage later today. Actually, I believe it had a 6 p.m. Release time. It might put it out a little bit earlier, but that'll be this evening that you'll get the opportunity
Okay.
to see. And those attorneys, I mean, not attorneys, the 5 police officers, they already hired defense attorneys, so they let me know right there that it's about to
Damn.
get dicey.
So
They done already
damn.
started. They done already
So all
started
5
kicking
put.
shit up in the city, though. They done
Damn.
already started kicking shit up in the city. Like several of my homeboys already done been like to different like organized protests and shit like that. But you know, black folk, man, they don't need no reason to act a damn fool, man. They just look for any excuse to do so. But this, when you have like people that you know, like civilians that end up losing their lives, and you have law enforcement that it seems like there was some type of negative exchange there. I mean, it's gonna be some shit. But yeah, just stay tuned, Danny. That footage gonna go up, man. I pray for my city. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely
I love my
praise
city,
up.
man. Memphis, Tennessee in general, man. We stand together and we'll get through it, man. I'm sorry. Condolences for the lost loved one to their family and friends and loved ones of the person that lost their life in that situation, man. But let me get to this boxing talk for a second, man. It's me, the ambassador of the great state of Tennessee, your boy James Payne, Mr. Lethal himself, and you know, like I know, the best part of waking up. Had to get y'all them vocal tones one more time, man. TBV in my cup. Shout out to Folgers. But I fuck with Maxwell House better. You know what I'm talking about? They do their damn thing. Hey, man, on the topic, Prograis versus T.O., I really think that both guys could learn a valuable lesson from DHP and Bill Haney, actually, man. And I'll give you the reason why. Shout out to Mr. Bill Haney for coming on the show earlier today and continuing to hold us down in that form of fashion with the content and the information and all of the dialogue. So the reason I think they could learn from the Haney situation is because on the T.O. side, Bill Haney showed during the maturation of Devin that, you know, whenever he felt he needed help or some type of coaching or something, you know, if they needed to add a tool to the toolkit, you know what I'm saying? They went out and they sought it out and they got it. Even in a situation where they went out of country and he had the biggest fight of his life, and in the period that his father wasn't able to make it, man, they had a big enough network, a big enough team surrounding Devin where Devin was in good hands, even in the midst of an uncomfortable situation. Luckily, they was able to work that out. But it was because, man, Bill did a lot of groundwork in establishing different looks, different trainers, different coaches, just a well organized attack on making sure that Devin will be prepared for any type of situation, man. So I think that the Lopez family could possibly learn something from that. You know, you might have to expand the network, expand the team so that you can be the best in this situation that you're going through. What you say about? You said something?
No. Go ahead, champ. You got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but then on the Prograis side, I think that there's a lesson to be learned on this side as well, because just like Devin, man, Devin was in a fucked up position when everybody was classifying him as an email champ. He was the WBC champ, but it was like one of those fights where he couldn't get those fights he was looking for, but he maintained that championship status, and it took a lot of patience and persistence before he finally got that opportunity. And we all know that boxing is a sport of opportunities and capturing those moments. And shout out to J Mac for talking to me about the moments last night, for reminding me of that. And so when Devin was able to capture his moment, he took a chance. He took, you know, what people deemed as a fucked up deal, but he made the most of it, got the undisputed championship, and now he's on track to put a legend to greener pastures. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Haney representation for holding it down. I'm gonna keep the car rolling, man. I'm super excited for 2023 and all of these great fights that it looks like we finna get. The new way Fulton shit, the Baturviev and the Yardy fight, I think coming up this weekend. I think that's gonna be a good scrap. Even Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, I got some mild intrigue for that. I think that's gonna do 300K pay-per-view buys or better, by the way. Even the Ortiz standing Jonas, we closing in on that. I'm real excited for that Broner and Mike Jr. fight, man. Shout out to Mike Jr. He got his name coming up on this side of the planet. You know what I'm saying? Our neck of the woods, man. We got loose affiliations over there, so we rocking with Junior. You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna get it done in the Broner situation. Might not be the popular decision, but I'm rocking with him. And my last point that I want to get to, it was a while back, man. Yeah, I did a show, and we was talking about potential tune-up fights or showcase fights for Ryan Garcia, and I mentioned Yoshino, a possible Japan fight for Ryan Garcia to raise their international profile, but at the same time, being he was in the top 15 of all of the sanctioning bodies, I didn't think that it would be too much of a threat to that Tank Davis fight. Well, now Shakur lining up Yoshino. So Top Rank, feel free to give me my matchmakers cut on it. You know what I'm saying? I said that Yoshino name. I know that somebody from Top Rank listened to this show. Several people in the boxing community.
I mean, champ, I'm sure it ain't go down like that. They literally had to go down the list because people didn't want to fight him. So it's not like they heard the suggestion and jumped on it. It's more like dudes ain't trying to fight. Let's see. Let's
And
see.
he was what, number 6, right?
Who?
Dude.
Yeah.
Word.
They went down hella names. C Dub. Looks like we lost. James Payne. C Dub, what up? Mic check, mic check. C Dub, C Dub. All right, we're going to wait a few seconds to see if C Dub lines up. If not, this is the Boxing Voice. Appreciate you guys making us your morning choice to get to work, to listen to during work, and to talk some boxing with us. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. We're back this afternoon to talk about the welterweight division. Virgil Ortiz and Stenonius get a new date, and we will be discussing that from the Wynn Casino with possible guests. As always, tune in 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
3 p.m. Eastern.
That's right. Roll Tide, you there?
Roll Tide.
C-Dub. Canna Manna. Canna, Canna. Canna, Canna, Bobana, Banana, Banana, Anna, All right.
Anybody else?
Let me double check these super chats. We got a habit of leaving those in the dust. Looks like we got Fred Robinson, $5 super chat, says simple solution to keep people from stealing, unionize, and get on network TV. Put an end to the sanctioning bodies and promoters. That is probably the best thing to do is, unfortunately my boy Mauricio is part of that, but you got to get rid of those sanctioning bodies. It's got to be one. Having 4 gives so many options, which options cause chaos and ruckus. You know?
Not having options cause monopolies.
That's what we need, don't you see? Isn't the NFL doing that? NBA? What would you call that?
I think that they cover enough of the people that, you know what I'm saying, that belong there. And they keep expanding. They're trying to expand to Europe and Mexico and Canada, so.
Who? Those leagues?
Oh, yeah.
But as separate leagues or allowing those players to play? I'm lost.
No, they don't. You could play regardless of where you come from, but they feel that they could create an entire separate division in Europe because of how much
interest
it is.
But what, they not good? Why they only just who wants to play in their own league when you can play for the NFL?
Right. So when I say their own league, that's what I'm saying. That's what they got out there right now. So the NFL sees the interest, and they've been having games out there. So they're they're talking about maybe having 4 permanent teams like in Europe. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I did crank open Discord, but I don't see the caller that we lost, so we're gonna wrap it up. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter.
Bring Bogdani, Instagram and Twitter.
Yep.
The
Shout out
boxing voice.
Shout out to the zone out here picking up wrestling. You seen that shit? They got AWE or AEW in certain territories.
Yeah, they got all sports though.
I know
feel
they're
like.
trying to be ESPN. Isaiah Guzman says this Charlo on the line. He emotional too, crying out loud emojis. Ryder, the Storm $5 Super Chat says, I don't agree often with CYP, but I do agree with him on this topic. And I do agree that you guys interrupt the callers too much. Emperor Midi.
Who said that?
That was Ryder the Storm.
Yo, Ryder, next time you call in,
He only Super Chats.
we gonna interrupt your call.
Emperor Mitty says, Tio dad, paranoia, and drugs, the downfall of Tio's camp. Damn. Yo, looks like we are officially refreshed.
We officially refreshed.
We done.
We outie.
Peace.
Adios. 12 p.m.